is Sheikh Gumi and what does Gumi know? I beg Nigerian government, who is Sheikh Gumi and what does Gumi know about insecurity and how to end insecurity in Nigeria? Nigerian government ori buruku le se o. The thing we go destroy APC before corruption and criminality will be hypocrisy. So today, the Nigerian government help America to come and bomb terrorist targets in Nigeria. Yeah, they smell. Ori buruku le se. Our thoughts and prayers are with all APC supporters because it's not easy to defend this kind of Ori Buruku and to stand on this kind of Oshi mandate. Our thoughts and prayers are with you. Make una continue to deceive ourselves, Nigerian government. No wonder one former head of state say, once security lasts more than 48 hours, then the hand of government they inside. Until you have a government that is sincere to name and call out and bring to book sponsors of terrorism and financiers of terrorism, we have a long way to go. So no matter the help where America won't help any country, you can only help that country to the extent where the country is ready to help itself. Nigerian government, who is Sheikh Gumi and waiting is sabi about insecurity and how to end insecurity. According to report, na former military officer and his son is also a serving military officer. If it were another person where they conduct themselves with all the actions all these years, all the negotiations and interactions with terrorist elements and all the allegations and interviews, it never reach make DSS invites person to begin to question them. Are you people more interested in protecting terrorists or terrorist financiers rather than protecting victims of terrorism? One of the most ridiculous interviews where I don't even watch or listen to from the Sheikh Gumi, according to Punch, the report say Sheikh Gumi said no nation should allow its land to be a theater of war and no nation should allow its neighbors to be their enemies. If Nigeria wants military assistance, China, Turkey, and Pakistan can do the job effectively. You forget to add Afghanistan now. You don't even know the real people where you go call. This alone should tell you all that you need to know. But unfortunately, even the Sheikh Gumi is not an elected government official or is not officially working for the government. What of the Minister for State for Defense, Bello Matawali, with all the allegations, including from the current head of government for his own state, all of the allegations waiting happen, the person is still seated there as Minister for State Defense. Waiting in the defend and who is the defend? Nigerian government go ask yourself the question whether you are more interested in protecting victims or protecting terrorists and terrorist sympathizers. Ori buruku leshe. And make I give some of the few reasons to show you that to defend APC, you need to really hibernate your brain, as Daniel Bwala talked. He said the human brain, they work efficiently for 24 hours, 7 days a week until you join APC. So now APC now call America now, help them with intelligence to come and bomb and take out terrorist targets. So now when I feel give intelligence, meanwhile, former Minister for Defense said that they are unable to track some of the terrorists because they have superior equipment to even Nigerian military. Ori buruku leshe. So when they fit to work with America for them to come and bomb people, but the time where Nigerians they call on people, they say that they call on international intervention. Bayo Nanuga put a statement say we will never forgive and forget Peter Obi for killing and so you will not forgive and forget Peter Obi, but now they coordinate with the people for external and international intervention. Ori buruku leshe. Oshileshe Nigerian government. And then again, so when I know say now when I give US intelligence to come and bomb terrorist targets in northwest Nigeria, so you have now agreed, say, when I've been they lie and deceive Nigerians, saying a banditry day for northwest, it is bandits for years when they call them bandits. The statement of the US president being there clear. He said they took out and they targeted ISIS terrorists. So you people were rather playing and deceiving Nigerians, saying, na bandits, na this, they operate for Northwest. Meanwhile, it is a strong terrorist organization like ISIS terrorists, according to the statement of the US president. So you don't confirm, say, there are ISIS terrorist groups that have been operating in the Northwest. Ori buruku leshe Nigerian government. Until you come out straight and get a government that is sincere to weed out terrorists and not cover up terrorist sympathizers, everybody in a potential victim, the whole country is in trouble. Look at what we call government for Nigeria. Just look at what we call leadership for Nigeria. To collect tax, you need France. To fight insecurity, you need America. So which one when as government will not get expertise to do on your own? If not to engage in embezzlement, corruption, crime, and criminality, will not be overall best. That one you go be first position and first runner up. You don't need international support. The same international support will not they abuse citizens for calling on intervention. You do 360 turn around, say we coordinated, we gave them intelligence. intelligence they do. Oriburuku intelligence. Make una see Oriburuku intelligence. Intelligence they una use add una own firepower to go to Benin Republic. You could not add your own manpower to your intelligence to take out terrorist targets. You needed to wait for another country. Oh, she like shit. Nigerians, this one what would they do? The more you look, the less you see. Now, express with this. So to get a government that will put value on human life, protect innocent civilians and citizens, you must get government that is not only competent and capable, but government will get sincerity of purpose to handle problems from the root cause and not chase shadows. This one way that they do now washing and setting. Nigerian government, if you mean well to end insecurity, as America or any other country, they help you, help yourself. Name and bring to book sponsors and financiers of terrorism, both in government and out of government. Ask yourself the question, are you more interested in protecting sympathizers and sponsors of terrorism rather than the victims of terrorism? It is a shame on you, and you are amongst government most miserable if you can fail so hopelessly in the primary responsibility of government to protect human life. My name is Peter for Nigeria. May Nigerians receive the courage and wisdom to liberate ourselves from this affliction we call the government. God bless Nigeria.
Greetings, everyone. Greetings. Happy Sunday to everybody. Welcome to the show. Please do well to double tap on your screen device to like the show, share, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Share so that people will know that we're live. Peter B is coming on to the space, so I'm gonna be streaming it as soon as it starts. But I wanted us to talk about a few things before the show actually gets started. So I saw this video today that's quite disturbing. Okay. Olayinka, I see you. Welcome. Kolade, welcome. I see you. So I saw this video that was pretty disturbing. And I just want to put my thoughts into it. I really don't want us to watch the whole thing, but apparently, I don't know who this person is. Hold on. Welcome, Benjamin. I don't know. So anyway, I went and I was trying to find out what exactly happened, right? This is a video of a veteran movie producer. His name is Don Pedro Obaseki, apprehended and dragged to the palace by Edo youths over comments aimed at the palace. This is in Benin City. And I'm wondering, would the Oba allow this kind of behavior from people around him? Because this is wild. I mean, from what I gathered, they said he said some things, made the comment about the Oba or something like that. Right? Now, everybody respects the Oba. We all do, But this behavior from people that I don't know why they had to treat the man like this. This is ridiculous. Now, I hear this was where he was freed. I'm going to play that video shortly, but I wanted to play a video where they said he made a comment, and I'm curious to know what comment could have triggered, and I want us to please pay attention. Let's see if there's anything here that triggered that type of humiliation and beating that this man got. Okay, so maybe if I miss something, guys, let me know.
Understand that only 4 persons since the creation of the Midwest have ruled from Osadebe Avenue 4 since 1960. Obemudia, Oyeku, Lucky Biletian, and Godwin Obaseki. Beliefs have a way of trying to rubbish the best of us so that we can continue to be led by the worst of us. So when they call people in Benin in the time of Godwin, you may call Pedro, you may call Crusoe, you may call all other persons that have represented the best of us. Today, when they call our people, they will call Kabaka. No, if is an existential situation. They will call Enugu.
No matter. No matter. Can you imagine?
I want to say this because all of you left Benin because you want a better life for yourselves and by extension your families and all. But this is a man, Oshomole, I told Oshomole last week, but I don't know any other Oshomole. He's the only Oshomole I know. And it's from him, other Oshomoles. But Godwin's father, we know. Godwin's grandfather is the first Edo or Delta man to have been given commander of the Order of the British Empire in 1951. Wait, hold on. By not Queen Elizabeth, but by Queen Elizabeth's father. And he was the first Edo or Delta man to sit on the Privy Council of Nigeria that had only 5 persons. Kashim Ibrahim, Chief Odumegu Ojukwu, and Ikoba Solomon and Gaius Obaseki, his grandfather. And his great-grandfather stood in the gap when Nigeria was being captured by the British. We are here today as a people because our goal, Noria said, stood in the gap as a paramount chief of Edo or the old Benin Empire and all allied territories from Okuruku to Bayelsa.
Oh, Don Pedro!
And that is why he is who he is. There is a legacy behind him, and he cannot falter. And 25,000 Oshomoles and 50,000 mental dwarfish D7 governor of Belgium cannot invite the history of Godwin.
I swear.
And finally, I want to give my elder brother is not about to say this, but it's time we say this. A young man I brought up, I took from Benin, brought him into Nollywood. Did a movie about 15 years ago, Invasion 1897. And that movie has become your reference in deciding there is a dramatic reconstruction of a person's personal perception has become your narrative for our Obaseki is the first man and maybe only man in our history. His first wife was a woman. It won't give birth to my grandfather, give birth to his grandfather, give birth to Omoye's grandfather.
Thank you.
He is the sister of Prince Itubowa, who became overwhelmed in Obaisi. In 1912, when the Yamus was being, when the Yamu, you know the beginning of Yamu, you know the grandson of Yamu. Okay. There is a pastor in Benin. Now, he was being harassed in Uronigbe for stealing and embezzling council funds, and he led a little rebellion with the chief they call him Mara in 1912. And to show the Benin that he endorses Obaseki from Calabar, go and read it. I brought the book so that I can quote it. Overwhelming bestowed Overwhelming had only 3 daughters and three sons. Agobaseki, who became Eweka. I want to say this one as Kalan works. Uswanele, who is the father of the Uswaneles, and Elige. He had 3 daughters. Ibaka, whom he gave to Olokoshe, Omono, who is demanded to be brought to him in Calabar, and Oyinyame, who is the second wife of royal ancestry of Obaseki. And when Oba Eweka in March 1914 became Oba, in May 1914, to thank Obaseki for rebuilding the palace with 25 pounds, because the palace was razed to the ground. He gave the last daughter, Ebuse, to Obaseki. I'm sure a man will be a fool to give his daughters as wives to his enemy or betrayer. Hello? Finally, as at the time Akenzo was Oba, Agbenfu Obaseki was Obaseki of Benin. Dawson Ogbemudia, the grandfather of Omoye, was Oba Oyedo of Benin. Jackson Ayamewe Obaseki, who was referred to as the Emperor of Usiomo, and the father of Oyuki Obaseki, the first president of the Nigerian Football Federation, became the Isama of Benin. And in 1950, Jackson, Gaius Igoba Somonye Obaseki, became Iyase of Benin. You must be a bad king to make sure you surround yourself with all the Obasekis who are your enemies and betrayers. And finally, as of 2013, the Oba gave me an honorary title as a novice. Who were the chiefs? Uncle Nicholas. What did be Uncle Nicholas' title? Oba of Benin. Who be the Oba of Benin with Oba Ediawa? And who is David Obaseki's son? Okay. And who was the Ohenoko Bosari, the free gift from God of Benin? Then Ediawa must be also for him to surround himself to Obaseki. Forget the fallacies. Go and read the works of Isaiah. Go and read the works of Igarewa. And go and read page 17 to page 70 of Nemesis of Power by Professor Philip Ipape. So we are not ashamed to be Obaseki. Godwin is our primus inter pares. And with him is the magnus opus of governance.
So please, can you let me know in the comment section, right, if there's any Benin indigene here, if you're here, tell me what this man said that was so wrong that he was humiliated like that. I'd like to know. Do you understand? Because, you know, we have different ethnicities within Edo State. So some of us want to understand why the man got such a treatment. You know, so perhaps maybe those of us who also live within that whole Edo State will know how, do you understand, what to say, what not to say, you know what I mean? Like, because I'm looking at this man, he's also Benin, and he's being treated like this. And I'm wondering, I don't want to believe, I doubt that the palace would, you know, acknowledge the way this man was treated. You understand? As a revered traditional ruler in Edo State, in Benin specifically, he's revered, he's seen as a god king, right? So I would like Benin people, or if those of you in the comment section, was there anything this man said in this video that was so wrong? I'd like to know. I'd like to hear from you guys. Okay? We can talk about it. And then this is where he was apologizing. The space has started. I'm going to stream it in a few minutes. But let's just quickly take this.
Hello. Ọmọ nọba nẹtọrọ àtọpẹ obi mo gonza àtọpẹ kẹmíkẹmí ní àwọn ní àwọn ọba lọbọ ewì ẹbẹ lọbọ ewì tí yẹn ó nọbẹ lọbọ ewì nítorí náà òpè ọba ọmọ bá ọ̀ká wọn bá ẹkẹtọ bá ẹkẹtẹ nọsà yìí nọ n'ọtọ tayọ ẹwù yẹn kú ibè tàmá ẹwì bàbá ẹ o ẹgbẹ àfihàn ẹ because ọba nọsà. Ọ̀tá ẹnẹgẹ ekete ni wọ́n dákòrò yẹ agbẹ̀mọ̀rẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ ọgbọ̀rọ̀ kàfí wẹ̀yẹ.
Do you understand? If the people, I mean, I don't understand Benin, I don't understand the language, right? But if the man says, the Benin, or Benin will live long. Benin will. That's a good thing, right? So I don't know what exactly made the people so upset that they beat this man up. It really doesn't make any sense to me. I will be looking out to those. Maybe I will continue to look forward and find out, because hey, this thing will affect anybody. So we're going to talk about it some more. But in the meantime, let's go straight to the stream with Peter Obi. Let's see if he's here. Okay, hasn't started. Because I kind of feel a type of way about the treatment, the maltreatment that man received. I feel like it was unnecessary. I hope that the palace will condemn those types of actions, because it's not a good look at all. Especially the whole world is looking at that and wondering in their heads, what could this man have done to warrant such a treatment? Right? This guy was almost stripped naked now and dragged to the palace. For what? I mean, for what exactly? What was his offense? What is his offense? You understand? I mean, this is violation of the man's human rights. And I want to believe that the palace will not tolerate that type of behavior. We'll see what happens. I mean, I'm looking forward to hear how this whole thing is going to be handled, because it makes me very uncomfortable, and everybody should be worried about that. Oh, so because you talk with it.
Welcome,
Okay.
everybody, and compliments of the season wherever you are. I will say good day to you all, depending on where you.
Hold on 1 second. I need to, because I want to.
Right away. And this is the X Space with His Excellency Peter Obi, and being hosted on the Obedience Update handle. Joining me today will be an amazing set of people to co-host His Excellency. And we hope that we would have a very, very engaging session, and one that would enrich our minds, and also put to bed a lot of questions that people have. So keep your questions coming. Keep inviting your friends.
Temidayo, welcome. Najasi Yusuf, welcome.
The last Sunday of the year.
Please double tap your screen device to like as you come in.
So invite friends, families.
Double tap your screen device, please.
Listen to the man of the moment, the man that we all been waiting for. And before we start with welcoming other people to the speaker session, to co-host that, I would just want to see people putting it out there. Just share the space, retweet the space, and you can tweet Peter Obi is coming, because he is coming. So please put it out there. Peter Obi is coming. Let's see all of that going out there.
Hashtag Peter Obi is coming, guys. Hashtag it. Peter Obi is coming. All right. Let's keep the hashtag going.
Join us. So please, I will appeal to a lot of people who are requesting, if you can just take your hands down for now. Let's be able to get the host, the co-host up, and get all the people that need to be here, because if we do not have them,
welcome here, Owana Falcon, so welcome.
Just end your request. There'll be time to start requesting, but just so that we can be able to get the people that we need to get into the room, please. Hello, Mercy. How are you?
Hi, good evening. Compliments of the season, everybody.
Right. I think you're looking forward to this, all right?
Of course, I'm so excited. It's been a while, and I'm really, really excited to be part of this conversation tonight. So, everybody, welcome to this space. Tonight, the big masquerade is going to come to the market square. You understand, this is Christmas, and when you travel to the villages, for those of us who travel home, there's this occasion and we wait for the big masquerade. So tonight, the big masquerade is going to be in the square, and we're going to hear directly from him. Welcome, Dr. Tanko. You're welcome to speak. Okay, can anybody hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay,
Very, very
before we
audible.
start, there's this thing we do. Please, this is our official handle. This is where you get the real updates, like the correct gist for this movement. Now, this handle is
Okay.
important. So please, let's all try to follow this handle, please.
Guys, please double tap your screen device to like the show as you come in if you haven't already done so that others will be
All right.
aware.
Okay. Thank you very
Please
much,
double tap
Mercy.
your
And
screen
so
device.
before we go, I just want to also Tudo, how are you? Can you just come in?
Thank you very much. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for having me here. I'm very excited about today, about this space. Dr. Tanko, Sarah, I see everybody. Mercy, thank you, everybody. Thank you. This is the day that we have been waiting for. I am very excited. I cannot wait to speak with His Excellency, to have the opportunity to ask questions, to listen to other people ask questions, and to just hear from him directly in the middle of speculations and conjectures and everything else that is out there, to hear from the man himself directly. So I am really excited. It's an honor to be here as co-host and also to participate on this space today. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, amazing. Without much ado, we're just going to try to bring up a few persons. As you know, I give it up for the man who has been at the forefront trying to lead the movement, lead the charge, and there's no other person than Dr. Tanko. So, Dr. Tanko, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Analog. Can you hear me too?
Yes, it's good to hear you. Okay. So how are you feeling today? How are you looking forward to today? What are you expecting out of today's conversation?
In my natural self, I had to make sure that I put God first. So I actually went to the mosque and then I prayed seriously so that we will get everything right and make sure that His Excellency come up and speak to us, because at the way we are, we need God guidance, God protection in everything we do. And I believe because of the cleanness of our heart, God will answer all of our prayers. So I went to the mosque and I'm very pretty sure. I'm so excited and I know that God will answer our prayer, all of us. So thank you guys. Thank you everybody for being supportive till this day. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for being there. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your understanding. And thanking you in advance for what you are about to do, because you are about to make history as Nigerians.
I'll be welcome.
Because Nigeria is at the crossroad. It needs help. And then we have a leader who have that particular magic wand to give Nigeria the kind of leadership and governance that it deserves. And all of you have been the strength, the fabric, the defense, the shield to make this happen. And so tonight, we are going to listen to His Excellency, the leader of men, the leader of the Nigerian youth, the leader of the genuine hope that Nigerians have been yearning for. And he's going to speak to us. And I want every one of you to understand that we are going into politics. It's far different from movement, and it's far different from activism. But if we can mix all of them together, we'll be much better, stronger, and then we'll be able to give Nigeria what it deserves. Ladies and gentlemen, I know there's a lot of teaching questions in the minds of every Nigerian. Not only us here, every Nigerian worldwide, I can tell you for sure. And everybody is looking up to one person. Can you imagine that? Can you just imagine that? Everybody is just waiting for one person, including those who have put us in perpetual poverty, including those who are in government. Everybody is waiting to hear from one man. That is the grace of God that is bestowed upon him. And that is exactly what we are about to do today. And so, if we are going to listen to him, we have already made a confirmed position that wherever Mr. Peter Obi is going, we are going to be there. Now it is time for us to rejig all of our strength.
Guys, please share the video. If you haven't yet liked, please like the video also. Share the video, please. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe before Peter Obi comes on.
And that, of course, is His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi. I just spoke with him a while ago, and he's really getting ready to speak to all of us. So please, keep your questions as concise as possible. While you listen to him with the deepest part of your heart, that you believe that this particular person is the man that can lead us to the promised land. And please, when we do and we are done with listening to him, and he has given us some of those particular answers that we are looking for, we will, of course, have other details that we'll be discussing with each other. But know this for sure. We must work together. M-U-S-T in a capital letter. Must. So the issue of whether we are going to be fighting each other, no, there's no room for it anymore. We must work together to rescue Nigeria. Nigeria is looking up to all of us, not only Mr. Peter B, but all of us. So I thank you very much for being on this call. While we wait for his signal that is ready, then we will usher him in. Then we can have any other discussion that we can have in preparatory to that. I thank you very much for being on this call. God bless you. God bless you, because we are in a blessing period. It's Christmas and a New Year in the next few days. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you, Mina, and please take it up from here.
Okay, thank you very much for that quite inspiring words from yourself. And as you said, we walk into that new line of action, and everybody here is.
Yeah, it's gonna do this a couple of times, guys. You guys will have to bear with me on this one.
So, Sarah, take it away.
All right, thank you so much for being to update. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining in.
Welcome, Paul.
And I really want to appreciate each and every one of you.
Merry Christmas in arrears, guys, and a wonderful New Year ahead.
Every time we call, I want us to know that this space is for us to understand the processes and the visions that we need to all work together, just like our leader, Dr. Tanko, has stated. It's just for us to understand and have that mindset that we are going into whatever we're doing together. We're one family, we have one objective, we have one vision, and we have one goal. And the goal is for us to ensure we have a competent leader who would actually take our country into that dreamland that we want it to be, into that new Nigeria that we have all wanted. So I want to ask each and every one of us, for those people that are requesting the microphone, please, if you're requesting the mic, if you can bring your hands down so that we can see His Excellency, because he's already here requesting the mic, so that we can bring him up. And after he's speaking, or during when he's speaking, we can then ask or request for the microphone. Permit me to thank each and every one of you once again for joining in, and I'm sure that we're all going to go away with the things that we know and understand will help us to get the country and the new Nigeria that we deserve. Thank you all once again for joining the space. And obedience updates, please, if you can check the speaker session and ensure that His Excellency has joined the space. Thank you.
Well, our eyes are scanning as fast as we can to find His Excellency. But please, if you can help our job by just taking your hands down so that.
Hold on 1 second. I have to refresh this.
We're doing that. We're just going to say please and please. So many things are important in this journey we're embarking on. Information is important. So for you to make sure that you're in the loop of the right information, you need to follow Obedient Updates, because this is where we will be giving out all the information, all the things, when they say clock it, this is where it's going to be coming from. So please and please stay in the loop. Don't be missing.
Welcome, Tracy. Girl, welcome. Happy Sunday.
There's an announcement, anything, there's an action that will be going out. Obedient Updates is going to be the spot. So please and please follow Obedient Update. Share and tell everybody, follow Obedient Update. Secondly, we would also want you on this journey. All hands are on deck is important. Everybody needs to be part of this process. Go to the obedient.com website, and register, so that you would also be in the loop. You'll be getting emails. If you give us your email, if you have your phone number, we will be able to contact you And most importantly, it is a huge community that we're building online where we're going to be working out from. So please and please, if
Welcome,
you are here
Altadena.
and you
Happy
know that you want to
Sunday.
be in the loop
Welcome,
of what is
sis.
happening, follow Obedience Update account, follow His Excellency's handle, and go to obedience.com and sign up. That is the instructions that we can appeal to you to do. But now, while we're waiting for His Excellency, we need to make sure that we're trending. We need to make sure that everybody, once they click, they are seeing that it is OB o'clock. So please, we want you to put it out there. Peter Obi is coming.
Miss Lala too. Bonjour, madam. Oh my God, my sis. Long time. Oh, I forgot. That's right. You use Altadena. That's right.
If all of us put out our tweets right
welcome.
now,
Bonjour.
Let's come back and let people know that the real boss is in town. The real man that we've been waiting for.
Good to have you. Merry Christmas in arrears, Miss Lala too.
So please and please go out there and do that right away. But while we're searching for that, I will just bring in my co-host, and everybody was just going to do a proper introduction to tell you about themselves and how the obedience movement have led them motivated and what they are looking forward to in this conversation and what they will be looking forward to as the year goes on. Thank you very much. So, Mercy, take it away.
Okay. Okay, Dr. Go ahead, sir.
Maybe you can just quickly speak. His Excellency is ready to come up.
Okay, sir. Good evening, everybody. I believe that we know each other, so I'm that obedient like every other person on this page. You know, what drives me is when P2B said you don't have to, a Nigeria that works for everybody, you know, a Nigeria where the son of nobody.
Thank you so much, Miss Lala too. Thank you. Merry Christmas. I've missed you too. So good to see you, my sister. Bonjour from here, bonsoir from over there.
It just looks like everywhere is cold. People are feeling what's going on. It looks like the movement is dying. But then I have this motivation. I have this thing in me that really wants to see Nigeria work. So I just feel like whatever it is, it's just hibernating. It's not as if it's dead. So a little this thing will spring it up. So I don't really know how to put my words. I don't know how to put my thoughts into words when it comes to this movement because I'm so emotional about the movement. The movement makes me cry. The movement makes me laugh. The movement is what I breathe the movement. I live and breathe this movement because I want to see a Nigeria work. So that is this, and I believe that our collective effort, you know, when we run the GoMed space, get organized, make election rigging difficult, I during the course of that space, I got to understand a lot of things. That if we want to see this change, we must be these change makers. Nobody, P2B cannot bring this change. Dr. Tanko cannot bring this change. Sarah cannot bring this change. It's our collective effort. So that is just my drive, and I'm happy to be privileged to be a part of this movement.
All right, thank you very much for that, and let's get to the board. Over to you.
Thank you. Well said, Mercy. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm really excited to be here. My name is Tudo, and I'm the Shifu of the Obedient Ninjas. And we started the Obedient Ninjas for all of the right reasons. And we wanted to complement the efforts of the movement. And we've done a few things, primarily on the TL, driving narratives, shaping narratives, engaging in very rigorous intellectual conversations about the future of our country, and primarily about the person and the candidacy.
Thank you so much, Ms. Lala, too. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
We anticipate, that we hope for, will ride on the backs of one man, and that man is Peter Obi himself. And that is what we fundamentally hold on to. And that's what is the motivating factor in all that we have done. I am really happy to be here. Nigeria is at a crossroads, and we all know that. Look at everything that is happening in our country today. A lot of us were not born yesterday, and we used to dream of, we talk about Nigeria of yesteryears, the glory days. Well, we believe that those days are coming back, and this republic will survive. It not only survive, she will thrive, and she will rise up and claim her place among the community of nations. That's what we believe. And so at this time, we have an opportunity to have rigorous conversations that are very pertinent to the future of our country. And so I'm very happy to be here. The movement means a lot to me. I respect everybody within the movement, starting with Dr. Tanko himself and all the good work that they do and we all do together collectively. I salute all obedience worldwide in every capacity. Those who have been playing one role or the other, even when you are unsung, all of the unsung heroes of this movement. You've done things, out of pocket, you've spent money, you spent resources, you spent time, and nobody knows you. Well, we salute you. We salute you, we honor you, we respect you. And today is the day. We are here today to engage His Excellency Peter Obi, to hear from the man himself, to hear directly. Forget about the naysayers, forget about the speculations, forget about all of the talking points out there. The man himself is here, and we are going to hear from him directly. So I am really excited to be here today to have this conversation. I'm really happy. I'm glad. I have never been more excited about the future of our beloved country, Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much for that, and thank you for this charge. We're still just trying to find His Excellency, and please just bear with us while we try to get him on board. But while we're doing that,
Welcome, Eze.
Say, please, let's see you following the obedience update, and let's see you signing up on the obedience.com. We'll be putting that out in a bit.
Okay. Hello, I've said, please.
Yeah, we're looking for him. He's not requested yet.
No. I'm going to call him in.
Okay, you want to call him on your phone?
Yes, no. I'll just take the space now and call him in through. If you see Kingland there, it's all.
Tudo, are you there?
Yes, I'm right here.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, while we are bringing speakers up, we can still try to bring His Excellency to speak so that we can keep the space going. And he's already set and ready to join the space, so he's joining right now. So we can keep the space going, let the speakers keep coming up to ask their questions, take them down before His Excellency comes in. Thank you.
All right, awesome. Do we Ibrahim? I see Ibrahim. Let me pull him up. All right, guys. I think that's a great idea. While we wait for His Excellency, once again, welcome everybody to this space. If you have questions, if you're not able to come up, just put the question in the comment section. We will read your questions. In the meantime, we have a few people in the speaker section. We can just keep the conversation going, like Sarah just said. So, Mercy, I don't know if you want to say a few words, get us started. We still have a country. Nigeria is there. We have so much going on in our country, which is really one of the motivations for today. We want to cover the future of our country. Do you want to go ahead and get us started on that, and then we'll just move the mic around while we wait for His Excellency.
Okay, Tudo. I think we should start getting people up. But please, before you come up, as you can see right now, I have about 71 requests. People, a lot of people want to speak to Peter Obi. So when you come up, please try to make it snappy. 1 minute is enough for you to, make your contributions, ask your questions, so we can get as much people as we can tonight. Because our principal likes inclusivity. He wants everybody to be included in the conversation. So when you come up, just try to make your conversation straight to the point and in 1 minute. Thank you.
Well said, well said,
So
well
I
said.
think
Yeah, go ahead.
Ibrahim is here, and go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mary. All right, Ibrahim, welcome to the space. You want to go ahead and say a few words as we'll while we wait for His Excellency to join us. Welcome. Ibrahim, are you there? Okay. He's probably having connection issues. All right. In the meantime, as we're pulling people up, is somebody speaking? Walker, please hang on a second. We'll come back to you. Kindly
just so that. Okay, regulation.
Yeah. Okay. Kindly mute your mic. We'll come back to you. Just hang on a second.
Okay,
so
I think with His Excellency. So just
that's it. Oh, okay. I thought actually was the one speaking.
Okoye Cardinal.
I don't know if he can hear you.
Hello?
Yes.
We can
Welcome,
hear
Your Excellency. We can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. You should know by now that you... Hello, can you hear me?
Perfectly. We can hear you well. Welcome, sir. Yes. Your Excellency, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. You should know by now that... Hello?
We can hear you,
sir.
sir. I think somebody's mic might be causing the lag.
First, I apologize because you should know now that usually my own is blocked one way or the other. Because of it, I have to have 2 or 3 people around me when I do this space so you can use their numbers. So I apologize again for the delay, which has taken us time and all that. Thank you and all of you that are gathered there. Let me respect all protocols and pay my respects to all of you. Sincere compliments of the season. I wish you an eventful season and the best of the year 2026. Tanko had been all this while in our busy schedule because Tanko is one, I can say is the only one I did speak on a daily basis or every other day. And in our discussions, Tanko has always mentioned, please, if you can talk to, even if it's just 10, 20 of us together, and all this and all that. And when he said that, they said, Tanko, I know it's a short notice, but let's not wait for another day. Can we do it this evening? So again, I apologize for the shortness because I think we spoke about sometime in the late afternoon, and I said, Tanko, let's just quickly do this. And Tanko, thank you and your team for putting up this. You know, even if it's no matter the few number of people I'm talking to, I'm glad and I sincerely thank you. And I thank you and all of you for the great work you're doing. As I keep saying consistently, it's not about me, it's not about any one of you in particular. It is about our country. It is about changing the narrative in our country where we can get it better. Where our country that are now seen as non-disgraced country, start changing where people can start seeing it as a country of character, a country of value, a country where there's reason for people to be happy to live in, to be part of. That is all just my introduction. So I thank all of you. And I'm here with you as long as it is possible for us to be in this space. Thank you and God bless you.
All right. Thank you very much, sir, and it's good to have you here. And once again, from our own side, we'll say compliments of the season to you as well. And we hope that you had a good celebration. As much as we know that you were working, but that is part of your celebration. So we hope it was a good one for you.
Definitely today was a good one. I can say today was a good one for me because all I did today was issues that I like doing, and that is productivity all the way. I told somebody that I had every day, as you know, within this period is extremely busy. There's some days that, of course, it's okay. There's some days you feel, oh, doing this. But today, I would say is a good day. I started with going to attend a 50-year celebration of, some of you might know or not know, Father Nzamujo. Nzamujo is the founder of Sunrise Farms in Port Novo. It's a farm that has been celebrated by leaders all over the world.
Wow.
He's from Imo, who wanted to farm in Nigeria, and nobody gave him a space anywhere to farm. And he went to Republic of Benin, and they gave him a massive place.
Wow.
In Port Novo, where if you go there, you'll be amazed. Presidents of countries, including President of America, have been there. He's the, I think it's either second or third biggest employer of labor in the whole of Republic of Benin.
Wow.
When you see where it is to have what you can call productivity, a farm, they generate their own power, they do their own this and all
Really,
that.
Tracy? Wow.
Every state in
I didn't
Nigeria
know.
that I know, about 16 or 20 states, have tried to replicate small of that, and it failed. Because of lack of management.
Yes.
So we started a tiny part of it in Anambra while I was governor, and I can tell anybody it's working today. The reason why that small one is working is that when I started it, I told them it cannot be managed by government. Once government manage it, it will fail.
Yes.
We'll lease it out to people who manage it. And
Are you serious, Tracy?
After 3
Wow.
years, I told
I'll
the people
check.
to
What's
take
the
it
name
over.
of the
They now
YouTube,
own
please?
it,
I'll go and check
and
it out.
it's working. But I went today to celebrate him for what is done universally and for the value and character of his person. From there, I went to condole a family of Ukeje. Some of you might not know a man called Ukeje, the first Nigerian to start a private university, college in the whole of Southeast. It trained over 100 graduates.
Wow.
In Imo State. It's somebody that, by the time I tell you what this man was able to do, from going to school, having a PhD in the 50s, set up the school, after Father Tabo,
Okay, thank you.
Ibeziako, who was 90 years old today. I went to his house to spend the evening with him. Because, of course, imagine if he wasn't my principal in secondary school, whom I would have been today. And his family had been so happy. Now the man all day went to church, came back, kept quiet, told everybody he's tired. But when they told him I'm here, he came out laughing, saying, oh, his son is here. He was wondering whether that all day he was saying, oh, Peter has not even asked of me, where is he? What is it? So I said, principal has been going around greeting people. I said, you'll be the last place I'll come because the oldest living first-class traditional ruler, Newi, to today was 100 years. And I had to go and see him. And this is the events that made my day worthwhile because I was seeing people whom I believe have lived and contributed in productivity. And that new Nigeria we want to celebrate. People who lived a life worthy of emulation, there's a character, value, impacting it on the society. So thank you for asking me about my day.
Well, what an amazing day. Like, Nigerians, you can see for yourself. Productivity will, you know, when they say productivity, well, everywhere will be productivity. Like, we have somebody who is able to see things that are most important, that these are the things that can change our country. So, well, wherever you are, once again, put it out there, Peter Obi is coming because a new Nigeria is certainly possible, and we are all going to be marching towards that. So without wasting much time, we would head out to start taking the questions. Bring your questions. It's going to be 1 minute. Please and please, 1 minute. By 30 seconds, just start rounding up. Go straight to the point. Don't go around talking about things that are not what we're here for today. All protocols are already being observed. We just want the house rule so that we can be able to get a lot of people. His Excellency is that visitor that everybody wants to have an opportunity. Okay, so and please do give us that opportunity by just making very succinct, straight to the point. So, Messi, Trudeau, take it away.
Yeah, let me start here with a softball, and then we can build up the momentum from there. Your Excellency, it's such an honor for me to engage you on this platform. Thank you for your time. Thank you for everything that you do. My question to you is, how do you do this? I mean, do you have more than 24 hours in a day than the rest of us? That's just my question. How do you manage to do all that you do? Thank you.
Well, very simple. People ask me, where do you get your energy? Every day I wake up in my life, every single day, I show gratitude. Gratitude to Almighty God that I woke up today. It is only by His grace that we wake up. Gratitude that I'm one of those who were able to wake up. Gratitude that I'm one of those who can afford to have a breakfast. Gratitude that I'm one of those who is healthy to walk around. That gives me all the energy. The next is, what do I do today? What will I say I'm going to do today that will impact on humanity? Just like I told you that this morning, I got up, exercised, drove to Owerri, to Nzamojo's place. From there, went to Ukaije's place, another place in Imo State. From there to Nnewi, where I saw the traditional ruler, who again, I wish were Nnewi and see what he did when he saw me. He said, my son, Peter, I know you were there. Because when I became governor several years ago, about 20 years now, in 2006, I made him the patron of Traditional Rulers Council. You know, because by that time, he was about 42 years on the throne. He was oldest. Today, 62 years old, about my age. Today, he was 62 years on the throne and about 100 years. And he's still standing. And so, when I do those things or going to see my principal, in all these
Connection. It's connection.
saw today.
Okay.
Mm.
I think.
Them gave me.
All right, Your Excellency, sir, if you can hear me, we are having a hard time hearing you. I think we're having some connection issues there. If you can hear me, we can't hear you anymore. Yeah, I think if you can hear me, we can't hear you anymore.
I'm telling you, Niger network, of
All right.
course.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're still here, and we will wait for His Excellency to come back.
You guys can take questions now. In the meantime, I write it down.
Give me that because I can't get it. Or your phone.
Okay, I think he dropped off. So we'll wait for him to come back, and then we'll continue from where we left off. In the meantime, Mercy, do you want to? I think we should go ahead and start taking speakers. What do you say? We have a few of our speakers in the speaker section. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, I think His Excellency should be here. So we take about 4 persons.
Okay.
Then he gets to answer the questions. Then we go over to the next 4. So by this we'll be faster. So just make your questions, like we said, a maximum of 1 minute. But if you do 30 seconds, we would really appreciate. So we go 4 persons, and then please, when we take your question, we are going to take you out of the speaker session, so you don't feel offended, because we have a lot of people on the queue, so we can get as much as we can. So I think we should start taking the questions, or we'll wait for His Excellency to come back.
No, we can get the conversation going. People can ask their question. We will note the questions.
Exactly.
We can write them down if we have to.
Yes.
And then when
Great
he comes
idea.
back, we can just go back to back like that. That way, we can keep the show going. I think it'll be great that way. So let's go with. I don't see any hands. So if you're in the speaker section, let me welcome everybody once again. Ibrahim, I see you, Dr. Roya, Kolade, Guns Blazing, Hi Chief, Jack, Hebele Chukwu, and then Dr. A.H. Musa. Thank you all for joining us in the speaker section. In the meantime, I think His Excellency might be back.
Yes.
Okay, great.
So
Your Excellency, if you can hear me, please go ahead and then we can continue from where we left off.
Network. Nigerian network. Hi! God damn.
Hello?
Finally.
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Yes, okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. I'm now ready again. Sorry. There's no way. I didn't know what happened. I think it's from your end because it just stopped, But in conclusion of my first thing, my energy, time is gratitude to God.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
Let's just go with the questions.
I think so. Mercy, we're just going to go with that formula. So let's just take like 4 back to back, starting with Dr. Royal, and then we'll go to the next person, and so His Excellency can just take all these questions at once, and then we'll go to the next batch in that order.
Yeah, I think
so
that's
Your Excellency,
better.
can you hear me?
I'm listening very well.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is we're going to take questions now, and we're going to take them in batches. So the questions will come. All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you very much. We're most grateful. All right, so let's start with Dr. Royal, and then we'll take turns to ask questions, 4 people at a time, and then His Excellency can just tackle those questions in one go. Let's go ahead. Dr. Royal, welcome.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. Afternoon, morning, wherever you're spacing from. Thank you so much for this opportunity and this space. Your Excellency, I'm so
welcome,
glad to be
everyone. Just joining. Welcome. Please continue to double tap your screen device to like the live, share, subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thank you to those who have liked.
Everywhere, all over the world. when you speak
Hello?
to me. Can you hear me,
Ask
sir?
your question
I'm hearing
now.
you. The
Nigerians,
time is just
chop
going.
chop. We ain't got all day,
Okay, but can
man.
you hear me, sir? Am I being
I'm
heard?
hearing you very well. Very well.
Okay, so can I go ahead? Host, can I go
Ask
ahead?
your
Yes,
question,
please go ahead.
madam.
Okay, thank you. I just hope he hears me all the way. So I'm very quick with the question. So very quickly, having my excellency, having you speak today, sir, is actually a breath of fresh air from the whole toxic environment of Nigeria right now, with all that's going on. So what I want, my question is, going towards 2027, I will need to just be very focused right now. Don't want to beat around the bush. How are we going to leverage on the followership we've had from 2023 to 2023 up to the elections, the followership we had, and of course disappointments and everything we had last 2 years ago, just 2 years ago. What is the plan? How we're going to leverage on the obedient followership moving towards 2027? I know you're going to make announcements, where you're going to, the platform you're going to use. We are going to be patient and hear all that. And somebody will ask that question too. But I'm asking, what is the plan to leverage on the followership of the obedient family? Because we are all waiting to just move. We keep saying that it's coming every day. We are ready. No time go. Our leader is here. I know there's so much we're trying to do on the ground, but we need to move really, really fast because we have just next year to do all we need to do. So what's the plan, sir? We just review. We're here. Talk to us, and we just run with the vision. Thank you, sir, for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Hi, Chief. You can go ahead because you're taking 4 questions at a row. So His Excellency will take the questions, then we go over to the next part. Hi, Chief.
From Your Excellency, good evening, sir.
Good evening, High Chief.
Hello, my concern primarily in Nigeria is the issue that of our finances. If you look at the health check of the economy, how companies are closing up, and you see the weak purchasing power of those of Nigerian citizens, how weak it has become. We also know that Nigerian money is not the issue of Nigeria, but if you look at the report of the Auditor General that said 88 billion was misappropriated by INEC, 210 billion is missing by the NNPC audit report. 17.5 trillion was spent on pipeline security, and 7.5 trillion was also spent for subsidy in 2024. That is by NNPC report, with also the missing money from the NNPC, which they will also come around to say. One of money generation is not our issue. I think it's this misallocation and misalignment and misappropriation of resources that have led Nigeria to its knees. Because if our president is flying from the last week, he flew to Bauchi to some other part of the north, the jet he used was the jet that was bought under the Obasanjo era. So you will now be wondering why we had to use 150 billion, to buy another jet. As he came into office for the first time. So this lack of cost-cutting measures is the problem why Nigeria and the overprinting of money, the overspending of government, I think it is what's largely responsible for government inflation and the poverty Nigerians are facing. So I'm looking at areas that is possible when you come in. What are the things that you do to arrest this drift to public management and public resources?
Oh, thank you so much, Hi Chief. Valerie, OJ. Valerie, I think you have the mic.
Thank you so much, Mercy. Good evening, Mr. Obi. Good evening, Mr. Zanko, and everybody there. Okay, so I just have a quick question for our principal. Please, we've been hearing this news that you may soon join the ADC, or that I don't know, Atiku Abubakar might step down for you, sir. So do you think this is plausible? Do you think you're going to be running under the ADC as the presidential flag bearer, or you think you may go to another party if the primaries won't be favorable for you? Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Valerie, for making that very snappy. Bele Chuku, you have the mic.
Good evening, Mercy. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Mr. Tanko. So my question is going to be some of the lessons we learned from 2023 and what we have to do better for 2027 in terms of strategy to make sure that the mistakes of 2023 does not repeat itself. So what do we do and how do we, and what are the plans we have on ground to make sure that when the people come out, we are able to protect the people's mandate? Thank you, Your Excellency.
Okay, sir. I think this is the fourth question, so you can take the question, sir.
Okay, are you hearing me very well?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you for those who asked questions. The first question was talking about leveraging on the obedient movements or the followers we have been able to mobilize through in 2023. Let me say it again. Nobody is a follower in this movement. We all believe in it. We are all part of it. It's a journey for all of us. If you're in it because you think you're following me or following anybody, you actually miss the mark. We are all in it together because we say we want to get it better. So that sacrifice you're doing is for yourself. It's something you can go on tomorrow and say, when it mattered, I was there. I contributed my own bit.
Right.
It could be just being able to change one person in your street, in your house, everybody. It could be a wife convincing the husband, this is the better way we should go. It could be a husband convincing his wife. It could be a young man convincing his girlfriend or the girl convincing his boy. Listen, we cannot go be a student in school. Let us, all of us are joining to bring about this change. So those people that were there 2023, what I tell them is, and every all of us, it is not time for despair. It is not time to look back on yesterday. It is time to look forward tomorrow. Those things we think we did not do right yesterday, we will not collectively do it well tomorrow. And all of us believing in it is to recruit more people. The question you ask yourself is, today better than 2023?
Jam question.
If you look at it, then you'll be able to say, if it was 23 was better, so it is getting worse, we should work harder.
That's right.
And I'm pleading to everybody to understand that we need to work harder. The next question High Chief talked about issue of the economy, issue of misappropriation, physical rascality, and everything. I have said it consistently that it is time we understand as a country that the biggest problem of our country is physical rascality. We are looking for managers who can manage our resources.
Exactly.
We are not looking for people who are good in entertainment. We are not looking for people who are good in making wonderful speech. We are not looking for these people who have the best degrees and everything. You've seen me say every day, educational qualification is not a measure of integrity.
Absolutely.
You see me say every day, being a good speaker, having this is not a measure of integrity.
Absolutely.
We are looking for people who can manage our money. People who can manage our money in a manner that it makes all the difference. People who are around me will tell you how I say and do this every day. People say to you, how do you get money to do this and all that and all that? And I said to them, okay, we're going to do this. If we do this, it will cost us this. If we do this, it will cost us this. And I can go on and tell you, it is not those who do it. It wasn't a rocket science. It is that you have managed resources and have managed it just even today. Today I met Dr. Sam Amadi. The man has spoken about that. That is something is about this about education. Okay, was from his village. When I went there today, I and Sam was discussing something. I said, Sam, what we are looking for is managers of resources. People, our country has become a country where we celebrate greed, or we've normalized greed, we've normalized criminality, we normalize people who misappropriate and celebrate them, our common resources. We celebrate a place where people think the only way to measure success is money, is the amount of car you have, is where you celebrate your birthday, the way how big you do this and everything. Sam, I want people to normalize that people should go to school. I want people to normalize that people should care about people being able to have a health facility. I want us to normalize it. I say, Sam, I've served. And I say it every day, if you see one contractor who said that in 8 years P2B was in office, he sat down with him and they were saying how much you had for him. If you see one, show me that one. If they show you anywhere, any piece of land belonging to Anambra State, I signed a CFO of over 1,000 for one single man, one person. He came to my office. He said, sir, Governor, I have over 200, I have over 200 pieces of land I have bought across the state. I do this type of business, I buy, sell, this is CFO. If you sign them, for every CFO you signed, no, I think I was wrong. It was about 250 because it said for every CFO you sign, I will give you this amount. I signed all that piece of CFO for him, and he said to me, I agreed to pay you this. I told him, you're not owing me. You are not owing me. When I was looking for land to build where I live now in Onitsha, he offered to give me one of his land free. He said he has never seen that type of thing. He's 92 years now. I go and greet him. You say, my son, sit down. You're a saint. No, I'm not a saint. But as at that time, I was elected to manage public resources. I was managed to manage lands belonging to the state and the people. I am not allowed to appropriate it to myself because it's against the law. I am not a saint. I've never claimed to be one. But whatever I've done, I did it within the law. If I made mistake, it is not knowingly. Because there might be a place I made mistakes. I'm a human being. But nobody will ever say, oh, Peter will be asking, give me this amount. Or give me this. Or I needed this and everything. And like I always tell people when they say, oh, you're not telling us. I say, listen, no thief on earth. I've asked that question across the whole globe. have ever seen what he can steal and keep it.
Hmm.
And I say it every day, nobody have argued it. I left 36 billion naira when naira was 150 million, 150 naira per dollar. I left 36 billion naira. And I left $150 million. $150 million. Nobody asked me to save money in dollars. It was me who said, since Nigeria trades and save their money, they are reserved in dollars, Anambra must also have, let me start a subnational saving for the future of our children. And I started saving that money. Someone has questioned, oh, you would have used it to do conference hall, you would have used it, Anambra has no standard conference hall, Anambra didn't have this, and I laugh. At some time I was governor, we were doing things that will contribute to development. We're investing in education, we're investing in health. If you come today, we have one of the best educational systems, we had one of the best health facilities, where you have schools of nursing and everything, all either started by me directly or supporting some agencies to start studies. I was the first governor to approach Bank of Industry to give on lending to our small businesses. If you go to Cecilia, to Mrs. Oputu, not Cecilia, sorry, Mrs. Oputu, who was then the managing director of Bank of Industry, he will tell you that I met him on a Sunday. She told me she's going to church. I said, Madam, what I'm going to talk about church too. Church is about praying and helping humanity. So I'm coming to you on this Sunday. And when I arrived, I said, Madam, what I want to do is, I want to contribute Anambra money. You contribute Bank of Industry money, and you lend it to small businesses in Anambra State, strictly. They have no Bank of Industry there in Anambra State, the branch. That was how she said, I'm coming to your state to start. This is innovative. We work together. I'm coming to your state to start Bank of Industry branch. That's how it started. And we're going to do this. And I think we invested 2 billion and they brought in their own 2 billion or whatever. I can't remember the real figure now, but that's how it started. Today, most states are doing it and it's working. But I was the first to start it. I was the first to do poverty mapping in Nigeria. I can go on and on. We need managers of our resources.
Absolutely.
We need people who are not greedy. Who do not see money as everything in their life.
Exactly.
Who do not see money as a measure of their success.
Preach.
Who see contributing to humanity as a measure of their success.
Exactly. As the goal.
That's number 2 question. News on ADC, AA stepping down, article stepping down. Let me assure you, when people say I'm defecting to ADC, when people say I'm joining ADC, I don't know how, I don't know what to say. All of you are in this country. When ADC was launched, I was there. I was there. And they said it's us coming together for this coalition. And I said it and I spoke there. I said, I am part of this coalition. I said it there. So why would I join something that we started months ago? Other people are trying to make me a new person. So they'll say, oh, after it was in December that you entered. Let me assure you, I've been part of ADC from inception and contributed, not just from inception. I said all oppositions must come together if we are going to change this country. All of us will come together. It is no longer about the party thing. It is all of us coming together because we are in an existential threat where things are collapsing. So all of us, whether you are in PDP, you are in Labour, you are in ANPP, whether you are in whatever is action group, whether you are in whatever YP, we need to come together and save this nascent democracy that is collapsed now. We need to come together. So I'm part of ADC. Whether somebody asking question, whether Atiku is stepping down for me, let me tell you one thing I've always said. Atiku remains a leader I respect. He remains a very senior brother I respect and will always want to work with. I'm not talking about anybody stepping down for me. I'm going into ADC. All of us have agreed to come together to work as a family. And when we get to that family, the most important thing Nigerians should be asking in ADC is, yes, some of us can say we are good. Some people might say some are not listening. Oh, how can you say? Me ask that question. How can you say ADC is going to change when this corrupt man is this? When this bad man is with you? When this is a... Let me tell you, the man who wrote most of the sections we read in the Bible today, I'm a Christian, is the man who was the chief prosecutor of Jesus Christ, of the Christianity, and later changed. Most important thing I want to see in ADC families, what is it that we're offering Nigerians that is different from what they're getting today? What is it that we're offering them? If it is that we want power for the sake of power, P2B is not part of it. I want to see a Nigerian where we are offering people better education. We're offering people health facilities where the person in my village can be sick, where the person in my village can be sick and have a primary health care he can attend. I want us to offer poor people out of poverty. I want us to be investing the resources. I'm looking forward to a productive, progressive Nigeria where things can work for everybody, where people are employed, where young youths are this. It is not that we have 130 million people that are living in poverty. I've traveled all over the world, going to different schools. I've traveled all over the world, going to different countries to learn what they did. What we are trying to do, some people have done it better, and I've visited them, studied what they are doing. So for me, it is, what are we offering? It's not a question of, oh, I'm going in there, somebody will step down for me, I'm going in there to be a member. That's all. I'm in there, I'm a member. It is for us to collectively say, Tanko can do this job better. I'm looking for a Nigeria where people will not just be competing for competing sake. I'm looking for a Nigeria where Ibrahim is better. He can do it. I'm looking for a Nigeria where Aisha, I'm looking for a Nigeria where Bola, anybody is better. And we can say, yes, if we are working with this person, it will be a better person for us to work with. Not a Nigeria where Tanko knows he's not in financial industry. Not in a Nigeria where Peter knows he's not a good manufacturer, but they say they're looking for money from a manufacturer loan is now 5%. He goes to borrow it and throw it away. When he knows that in Nigeria where P2B knows he cannot manage money, and he manage money, I, as a bank chairman, have in my life wrote a note to somebody who was very good, a very good, hardworking person. And I wrote in the system where he is, I told them, this man is very good and should be put to be in charge of social and social place, but should not be put where money is. And his organ came years after and told me, you are fantastic. Because he doesn't have the skill to manage money. Whenever he put money in his hand, he mismanages it. But if you leave him where he is, he's doing very well. So I told him, I said, as long as you don't put him where he's in charge of money, he's weak. Because managing money is difficult. It is not easy for people to have money and they won't spend it. It is a very difficult, it's very tempting. It's not, people think it is easy. It is very, 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 very tempting for you to have money and you go about, and I think people who have been around me and see me recommend and say, this man can manage money, this man cannot manage money. Even see me, 2 days ago, I was in Abuja, 3 days ago, my lawyer, whom I was in his office, offered to buy me something. And I said, what is the price? He told me, I said, no, you can't have it. He said, I'm the one paying. I said, I'm not saying you're not the one paying. Today I was in his house, in his village. I passed through his, I came to greet you. He said, do you know since that 2 days ago, he's been wondering why he wanted to buy that thing for me. I said, well, maybe I was wrong. I have allergy for money being wrongly spent. Because some people need it. That's why I can't afford to celebrate when people can't go to school. So I'd rather give that money to school. And luckily for me, he's an old boy of a school doing their celebration very soon. I said, lawyer, go there and buy 2 chairs with that money. That money would have given me to do this something, we'll buy 2 chairs. If all of us buy 2 chairs, so ADC must offer something different. I took time to answer this so that maybe people will not. Somebody said, what do we do in 2023 that we're going to do differently in 2023? Well, it's not for us to elaborate this in space. But we all know that we have to do things differently. And I assure you, we will do it differently. As we go along, we will continue to discuss what we did wrong and what we're going to do differently. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for that very detailed explanation and response to the question. So I want to do a follow-up, if you allow me, sir. Majority of us, when we first heard about the ADC coalition, we heard that, you know, they were meeting for the past 18 months leading to that announcement. And so we felt like all of that meeting, a lot of things will have been finalized, and partly which will be who should emerge as the head of the coalition itself. So you might, you know, some people might call us naive, but we thought that the whole conversation was about you emerging as the head of the ticket. Now, that said, our assumption was that the whole conversation, it was supposed to be an arranged marriage.
Welcome everyone, Monolith, James, Emma, welcome everybody. As you come in, please double tap your screen device to like the live, or click on the 3 dots to like.
Now that you have said that we're all, it's ADC, you are in ADC, we're going to work from inside. should obedience go and become members of ADC? Should they register with ADC going forward?
Okay, let me again tell you. When it was announced, they said they have been working for 18 months. That's what you said. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me say it again. From the time this coalition was being finalized and announced, I was part of it. And I said it that day. I was part of it in attending the meeting. I was part of it in whatever contribution they did. So I'm not a new person in it. When you are forming a party, it's like forming a company. We've put the managers there, and I believe the chairman of ADC today is a competent person. And we said we're coming together as parties, as individuals. And our purpose is that the way things are going is wrong. And we want to change. We can't at that time be saying we are coming together to support anybody. No. I don't think that's the way to go. I don't think it's proper. But if we come together and we are working together, we will see, obviously, that A or B or C will be able to do what we want better. If we come into it and we're going to do a major alliance, anything, and we'll come into it and say, oh, this is this, oh, this is this, I don't think it's the proper way to do it. This is not the proper way. Let us at all times not look for easy way out. It is not what is required in life.
I don't understand. What does that mean now?
Let us prove that this thing, we deserve this. We deserve that.
What does that mean? Please, can somebody explain this to me? Because me, I'm not liking what I'm hearing. It's even pissing me off. I'm not lied to now.
Labour told me we have this number of people contesting for election. We have somebody like Patu Tommy. Prof is somebody who is a very, very brother, senior elder brother. And Prof is there. When I went in there, I met Prof. We started talking. I started moving around. Prof said to me, we will see what will happen when we went. But in that primary, Prof said, I want to do this, but I want to be the chairman. Let Peter be the managing director. And I can tell you, this is not the first time he's doing anything in his life. He's done it in another place where two of us met together. Where he said, Peter, you can run around. I've seen you run around with so much energy. Go and do it. If you join, you've seen me right that I'm the youngest chairman of the bank. Let me tell you, the entire board that made me chairman, I was the youngest person in terms of the age and the youngest in entry. There were people sitting on board for 5 years, 6 years, 8 years when I joined them. When they were to elect chairman, the man who nominated me for chairman is still alive today. Major Magoro. And when I was looking at them, I said, oh, if you don't know, Jaramagoro is Federal Commissioner for Transport. If I'm right, too, under Gowon. Jaramagoro is Federal Commissioner. They used to have under Gowon. Him and Gowon visited Anambra State, Onitsha, in 1972, either 71 or 72, when I was still in primary school, and we queued on the road, waiting for them. We salute to Jaragowan, head of state. They visited. That was the man who nominated me. And when I went to him and said, sir, you know, I've just been in this board for about 3 years. And all of you have been here 8 years, 6 years, 7 years. I've been less than 3 years. You know what he told me? He said, within that period, Peter, if I show you your contribution to this board, your energy, the way you run around, whenever they say they're looking for a director somewhere, you run there. You run there. You follow these people, go around. This is what the company needs. My brother, let's be part of those who create value, create something. I want to be part of those who will say we change Nigeria. And I assure you, of all the, if we were in Indonesia, there's only 3 people who are qualified to contest presidency today. Ibrahim will tell you, you must have participated in election and have 20% of the vote, or the other way around. And I feel I am very, very qualified. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. That last statement right there, I mean, there is no question in the hearts and minds of everyone on this space and Nigerians altogether that you are more than qualified to run for the president of Nigeria and to stay the chief of state. And we are glad that we're actually living in your time, because many of us believe that our country needs a clear sense of direction, something that she clearly lacks at the moment. And we believe that you have everything that it takes to get us to that Nigeria of our dreams. Thank you, Your Excellency. Mercy, I think we should go to the next question now. Do you know who we should go to? The next person is? I don't see any hands. That's why I'm asking, actually.
I have my hands up. I think it's me.
Yeah, I see hands from this
Oh,
end.
okay. Maybe it's from my end. All right, sure, great.
We're going to take the questions, and remember, we have a lot of hands. I don't know how we'll be able to, accommodate everybody. So just try to make it really, really quick. So we're going to start with Ibrahim. You've been here for a while. Are you ready to speak now?
I was here before Ibrahim. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I've been here.
It's okay. Everybody's going to speak. So
Okay.
let's just
All right.
Ibrahim.
No worries.
Yes, Ibrahim, you can go ahead.
May I ask my question? I did this.
Okay, thank you very much. Mine is very quickly. One, I want to thank Mr. Peter Obi. He promised he will never leave us. He promised he will consult with us on anything.
Kenny, that's a weak comment. I'm sorry. I disagree with you. That's a weak comment you just put there. What do you mean jump in or jump out? What do you mean by that? Everybody is lining up behind you. Why do you think they're doing that? What is jumping? Are we not already in?
We scout 2023. We found out
The
what
posturing has to be
for us,
different. What
and
is
we
he
all
saying that is new?
line
He's not saying anything
behind him.
new.
We are not going to leave him.
I beg.
And I'm
Just
so
put your
glad that
sentiments
even
aside
before
though,
joining
because
or
everybody they
before
hot.
making his
Uh-uh.
declaration, he
You
felt
mean
it was
that jump in or
important
jump
to
out?
have
You
this space
thinking
because
what's
I was
best for?
so
Is this the best?
elated, so
Look
happy,
at how
and
weak
I feel
opposition is in Nigeria.
that this is where
I
we're supposed
beg.
to lead to. Number two, not only us obedient, he's coming from Southeast, for example, and that we have seen a lot of people joining individually, which is not supposed to be that. It's a coalition of people coming together to give us a direction of where we want to go to, and explain to people what we want to achieve with it. That's what makes me so happy, and I think he's doing it. He's changing the direction of politics. I think it's something that we're going to study in the future, and this is what we want. Definitely, if you're coming on board something, you have to bring something new. My question to you, Mr. Excellency Peter Obi, is that please, will you stay with us during this time when we are doing the campaign, talking to us the way you talk to us today, and also when you become president? Can this family have the obligation to see you continuously engaging, even if you are drifting to what is our core value? We still come as a family and make sure that at least we don't have the cabals that we used to hear in government, and we don't have those people that take you away from us. That's just my question. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ibrahim. So, Barrister Juliet, you have the floor.
Oh, thank you very much. Good evening, Your Excellency, organizers of this space, fellow Nigerians, and their obedience. So, quick one. My question is, Your Excellency, as President, how would your administration strengthen law and order nationwide while preventing abuse of human rights violations, human rights abuses, political policing? And as a follow-up question to this, if any of this fails, who bears responsibility? The president, governors, or your security, your national security chiefs? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Barrister Juliet. Victor, you have the floor. Victor, are you available or someone else can go?
I think we should take guns a-blazing.
Okay.
No, is it Yusuf you're talking to?
No, Victor. It was supposed to be Victor.
All right. Okay, so I'm here. My phone was hanging. Maybe I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, we can.
All right, perfect. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. It's an honor to ask you this very question. Over the couple of months, I really appreciate the energy you put in education, which is very, very paramount. I appreciate that. And we are working something out in the state, in Akwa Ibom State, for that. Now, what I am aware of is that in the ADC coalition, the supporters of Atiku, Erufai, and Amechi are bullying the obedient, claiming the party belongs to them and that you are not part of them. And this bully has led to factions across the country, to the point I have to call the Assistant National Organizing Secretary and tell him to call the House into order. Let's sit down on a round table and let these people understand that Obedience, Labour Party, and all other blocs are in this coalition together, and that the coalition doesn't belong to one person. And we have been battling that right here in Akwa Ibom for almost more than a month. So, Your Excellency, how are you going to handle this? Because if we don't handle it now, eventually when the election is over and you are sworn into office, this fight might continue. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Victor. Yusuf, please. Yusuf, are you available?
Yeah, sorry, I'm here. Let me hand over the baby to the mother, please. Sorry. All right. Good evening. Good evening, Your Excellency. All protocol observed. My fellow obedience. Quickly, sir. Following your earlier statement on the ADC, sir. If we follow previous traits from previous administrations, we know that vice presidents are made useless most of the time, and executive power lie
on the president most times. So I would strongly suggest, sir, and I would strongly say that I would rather support you in the weakest party ever, which we have already shown ourselves to be capable of doing in 2023, than to support you in an alliance that will end up disappointing us. That's by the way. And Your Excellency, sir, this is my submission, my question proper. And I wrote it down and I'll just read it quickly and wait for your response. Knowing you to be a big proponent of productivity, I personally am so confident in your ability to boost both individual and corporate productivity. I use every opportunity to tell people how they will be self-reliant when you are done with Nigeria. Sir, for the purpose of some people that are still doubting, please give a word to us on how you will effectively affect SMSEs and also how you put your knowledge to work to push Nigeria and Nigerians towards industrialization and from consumption to production. And by the way, my wife and newborn twins send their regards too. Thank you, sir.
You are doing it, baby, when you said they are the ones who are working for, they are the ones who are sacrificing for. I will not be able to elaborate in your question, but please do whenever we have opportunity of meeting. I will talk more about the question you asked. Ibrahim,
all right.
Traveled
okay,
to
go ahead.
Ibrahim, who spoke in this space, traveled to Indonesia with me. I traveled to Indonesia and they saw me visit the Ministry of SMEs. And they saw me take note. And I've done this in about 2-3 countries that have succeeded with their SMEs. I'm coming from SME family, my brother. I started a small business. I can say today that of all those who are contesting to be president, including the president, none of them started the way I started. I've built a small business from scratch. If you want, go ask anybody who was with me in University of Nigeria, Nsukka, as a student of University of Nigeria, Nsukka. You see me say it every day. I built Omoye branch of Savannah Bank as a student of University of Nigeria, Nsukka. I owned the supermarket inside the university. And everybody saw me coming to the university, buy car in first year, buy car in second year, and third year, and final year. So I was born, I've been a trader who started a small business and built it into a big business. Institutions where I served as director did not give me headship. The day you see me, I will show you my profile locally and internationally. I built a successful business. That is by the way. So nobody has this background. So I know what it takes to turn around and support small businesses to grow. I know their impact on the society. I've studied it everywhere. I know how to manage finance. I've served at one time, which if I'm correct, no other person, as a director in 3 financial institutions. When CBN said you can only be a director in 1 because of conflicting interest, I was director in 3 because the 2 largest owner of the other 2 requested CBN and they want me on their board for the purposes of effectiveness. So I'm a finance person. So nobody can say, I've run a business from scratch. I've been director in corporations. So I've lived the corporate life. I've also proved the same thing in public life as governor. I've done it in public life. If you go and look for Minister of Finance Aganga, and it is the report, when Nigeria was trying to form and start sovereign wealth fund, go and read the report, which governor supported it. When Omoye was saying they want to start saving for future for this country, read his book, Fighting Corruption is Dangerous, page 61. You will see it. He wrote it there. Governor Peter Obi, who supported it, was not supported by his colleagues. So, and to prove it, I saved. It's only me and President Yaradua who have left money in office without borrowing. He left 5 billion, I left 36 billion plus $150 million. And I can go on and on. So it is not question of hearsay. Whatever I've said to you is what I've done. People in this obedient group and families have traveled with me and everything. Now, you talked about issue of going to be in the smallest party and going to be vice president, going to be... Why can you presume we are not God? You know, I don't know why Nigerians go into anything with the assumption this is going to happen. Please, I'm begging everybody to understand, none of us can predict tomorrow. Going to everywhere with an open mind. When we entered this country, we came with an open mind. That leads me to somebody who said they were being bullied. My brother, I'm being bullied every day. We're not going to solve the problem of Nigeria by bullying. We're going to solve it by having competent people in positions. We're going to stop it by having people who can manage resources where they should be. Today, your country is a country of the highest people in poverty, country with the highest youth unemployment. I can go on and on. We're not going to solve it by going the same route over and over again. Just like I'll tell you, we're not going to achieve what we achieved in 2023 by doing the same thing we did in 2023. No. The process, those who engage in process of yesterday and today, those who are thinking about yesterday and today will meet tomorrow. Tomorrow is dynamic. Otherwise, we'll go back to the time we're using typewriter. We've passed computer. We've now asked this. We're not in AI. In one of my last overseas trips, somebody told me, Peter, do I want him to call a driverless vehicle to take me somewhere? It was me, because of where I'm coming from, who said to him, please, please, I want one, somebody will be driving. Because if I enter one that somebody is not driving, I will be restless until I get, in fact, I may probably will die before I get to where I'm going. Because I'll be imagining a driverless car in Nigeria, because I know the person will not get to his destination. It was me who was saying, please, 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 let me enter one, somebody is driving. Today, people do all sorts of things with AI. We are talking about the future. We cannot. In 2022, I left PDP and went into Labour, and by you people's hard work, not me, we were able to mobilize what we were able to do. Won that election, being Nigeria, those who are masters of wrong did what they did. The future will not be the same. We are now going to work with other people in coalition to get there. And working with them in coalition will not be this thing. Please, for my friend in Akwa Ibom, let's not fight over it. Let's use the reason. Where they are fighting, where they are bullying you, please talk reason to them.
Hey!
And it is not about fighting.
How do you talk reason to APC people? Oh, Miss Peter Obi.
One of the best states in Nigeria, in Africa, in the world today, for the resources God gave them. It is not going to be solved by bullying. It's going to be solved by all of us coming together, starting from the man who is in charge to down. Somebody asked the question of issue of law and order and who is going to be held responsible. Let me tell you, first, let me talk about who is going to be held responsible. We didn't elect other people. We elected, if it's president, we elected president and vice president. The president or they will be held responsible, not their ministers, not any issue of law and order. Let me tell you, we need to know what the biggest contributor to the Western world GDP is law and order. Law and order can help you. The biggest driver of investment, the biggest thing you do to attract investment in your country is operating within the rule of law, where they have that intangible assets of rule of law and order can change the dynamics of your country. If I have opportunity of serving this country, we will follow the rules, we will abide by the Constitution, but most importantly, I will fight every 24 hours of 365 days for unity of the country. If you want to be a country to work, the country must be united. I will fight for unity of our diversity. With the unity of our diversity and productivity, you will change this country. Every part of this country is important. Every country has something to offer. We will respect it. We will go from the vast uncultivated land in the north to all the resources of Niger Delta, which have been misappropriated today, without Niger Delta or the country to have anything to show for it. We will change it. We will apologize. We will beg where we need to beg. And I assure you, we will make it work. Somebody said about the issue of cabal, There's nothing called cabal. If you're not cabal yourself, you won't be part of cabal. It's like what I said. If you are not stealing, you cut down the corruption. You need to be stealing for other people to steal. Because you are going to be approving what they will steal. What they will steal. Before they put their own, your own is inside. I've been a and I've challenged people to show me. My chief of staff will ask you, this thing you're bringing for God to approve, are you sure you're correct? Because you know he will verify it. My accountant general will tell you, Oga knows the balance. So when he comes and says, we have this, we have this, we have this, we have this, we have that. So don't tell him anything. When I started saving money, my accountant general, people will say, Oga, people have not done this before. This thing you're doing, somebody will come and eat it. Somebody will do. I say, it's not my business. My business is to do my own and move on. What comes after is not me. I want to live my own life. Like Commissioner for Land will tell me, Oga, why will you go and buy land when we are giving people land here every day? When we have land where you are trying to buy land, look at this massive land in GRA. Look at this massive land in here. I say, Commissioner, leave me to live my life. It's more peaceful to me. So if you're not a cabal, cabal cannot take you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Your Excellency. I don't know, host, do you have anything to say, or we should just...
Yeah, I'm just going to bring in some questions. Hi, everyone. Your Excellency, thank you very much. I'm just following back because while we are waiting for people to ask questions, some questions are being dropped in the comment section. Somebody's asking, how do we tackle all the bought-over institutions, such as the judiciary, security agencies, traditional rulers, and other institutions? That's one question. Another question says, if it's settled that our principal is now ADC, how do the diasporans key into this in their bases? So those are the two. Then I'm told we can bring it to other.
In diaspora, the biggest problem we have with diaspora is that how do we get them to vote? Unfortunately, we can make noise about it, we can shout about it. Unless we have opportunity, we need to make them part of our voting bloc. It is critical, it's important. For now, it's about advocacy. Let them continue. I keep saying we were part of this yesterday. We are not trying to join. In fact, if I was joining, we were part of it. I'm surprised that people kept saying, oh, now that we are this. Let them go to my statement on the day ADC was launched. I think I even tweeted on it, where I said, today we did this, we did it. So I don't know why they now keep telling me, oh, now you're about, so people said, oh, it's defective, so that you will be, oh, PW. I said, from the day it was launched, I was there physically. And I've campaigned for ADC people. I campaigned for ADC. I've campaigned for Mo, Dr. Mo. I'll give you an example. Dr. Mo was very close to me. When he said he was going to contest the election, the first thing he asked me is, which party? I said, Dr. Mo, we are building coalition in this ADC. That's where you will contest. And I've gone, I don't think even all these people who are saying, oh, these people, or they're saying they're doing this or this. I'm the only one who have gone out to campaign for Dr. Mo. Went to places with him. So why would anybody be saying, I'm trying to join again?
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, Mercy, go ahead.
Okay. I have a question for His Excellency. So, the very quick question. So, Your Excellency, I've known you to be a man of principles and very consistent, to the point that if I look at what you tweeted or the things you wrote in Twitter, so this brings me to this question. What principle must any political party meet before you deem that party fit to run on its platform? And another question, it's actually the same question, but the second part is, how will you avoid the mistakes of party capture and internal sabotage like the one we experienced in the Labour Party?
There's no way you can avoid what you asked in the second question. It is not possible now. We live, let me be honest with you. What you're seeing in Labour Party and PDP today is caused by government of today. Government of today wants for us to have a democracy that thrives. They should encourage opposition. I've said this several times, and people have heard it. I was in Afghan, and we were having issue. We were having problem in Afghan. To the extent that as the sitting governor, I would not have been a candidate for my second term. I would not have been a candidate. I went with then President Yaradua and told him what was happening. He invited INEC chairman then. I said to him in front of me, he said, Chairman, I told you, I do not want problem in any party. I want this our democracy to thrive. I told you, I complained the day I started that the process through which I came into office was not the best. And I don't want that to happen again. I want elections to be free and fair. Election that brought me into government is second tenure was free and fair. I did not pay. I can go back and tell that Nigeria thrived in my time. In my first election as governor, there was rigging, or there was a wrong announcement. I went to court. That court lasted for about 3 years. I did not give any of the judge 1 naira. 1 naira. They gave judgment in my favor. And when he was dead, the man who gave them where they are staying, the man who was feeding them, was the serving governor then. Where they gave judgment against him, 5 of them, against him. And I didn't do anything to them. I didn't promise them the state treasury. I didn't promise them anything. I was just going to court while they're there and praying. In court of appeal, I didn't know one judge. I didn't give them 1 naira. In fact, the judge that wrote the judgment, or the lead judgment in my court of appeal judgment, I met her 2 years after being governor. She met me at the airport. We're coming back from London. He came and tapped me at the back. And I said, good day, madam. He called her name. He said, I'm happy that you're doing well. I would have felt bad because I always ask of you from my people in there, and I'm happy you're doing well. And she remained a friend without giving her 1 naira. 1 naira. She remained a friend to today. There was a time, to tell you, there was a time after I've even finished being governor. They just come to Peter Obi surprised with his wife. He called me. He said, "What is this I'm hearing? Make sure it doesn't happen." No. I said, "Man, na crazy people. Me self." I said, "What am I? What I can?" So we can go on and on. During my impeachment, I did not give the judge 1 naira. Court of appeal judgment, I did not give them 1 naira. During my interpretation case, from lower court to appeal to Supreme Court, I did not give anybody 1 naira. In my second tenure, I did not bribe INEC. I've never met INEC chairman apart from the time I went to complain. Apart from the time I went to complain that we have problem in our party, and the president invited the INEC chairman. Go ask Iwu. I never visited his office one day. Go ask Jega. I never visited his office one day. Ask Mahmoud, who left now. All throughout this day, I never met Mahmoud one day. I don't meet referees. I come to the match. If we lose, we go. If we win, we must build a good Nigeria. So all those things, when people say it, I don't. So it will change. And you said, let me remember I first said, how are we sure that what will a party meet for me to be involved? I'm involved in the party. I will not tell them what they will meet for me to go in. But when I go in, I'll tell them what we are looking for. My dear, I pray to God, do not allow me to be part of those who will fail Nigeria. No, please. I don't want to be part of it. Because people have suffered enough here. Among all these people who are contesting election or contesting election, and one man who move around every single day. Today I've been to Imo. I've been to part of Abia. I've been to Anambra. At least there's no day I don't go to about 4 or 5 functions. Today I was in 6 functions. And I meet people. I talk to people. I listen to people. Nigerians are suffering. So I want to be part of those who, that's why I said, when we go into ADC, what I mean, that's when all of us, another family, people from PDP, people from APC, when all these people come in together, the first question is, what are we going to do differently to change? It's not going to be overnight. To start changing the lives of Nigerians. What are we going to do different? Some people will say, okay, maybe these people were once Saul, they have now started becoming Paul by changing the way they do things, what they were doing yesterday. But if it's for us to go, like most people are thinking, oh, this man has stolen this amount, this man owned this house, let me go. Oh, no. That's not the purpose.
All right. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. So we're going to take the next 4 questions now, I guess. But before we do, allow me to inject this.
I thought people said we are going to be on just so. Tanko told me he wants us to do just 1 hour or thereabout. Okay, go on. I'm listening to you.
Oh, okay. No, definitely. If I guess, okay. Your Excellency, we of course we do respect your time. I mean, if it's
No, I'm okay. I'm fine.
Okay. Thank you. You're so gracious. Thank you very much. And this is what I was going to say, ladies and gentlemen listening. I actually thought that each time we get the 4 set of questions, we're gonna have to go over them. But you are keeping track of the questions, and this is amazing. And this is what we're saying, the kind of leader that we want for our country. A man.
Is it me?
He has the precision, his understanding. He keeps track. He's engaging with the people. He has empathy. I mean,
I
that's
dey wait
exactly
to
the kind of
caller.
leadership that we need
Once
in
I
our
ask my
country.
question, I'm
Thank you so much,
dropping off.
Excellency.
I'm
Secondly,
going to
before I
shut
yield the mic
because I
back to the
can't.
questions, I appreciate you, talking about
I'm very
camaraderie,
uninspired.
working together, and within the ADC. But please also kindly let them understand that it doesn't help that cause when the talking heads of ADC go on national TV to almost sound like they are undermining another candidate or another member of the party. I am not going to mention any names specifically, but I believe everyone knows what I'm talking about. So it does not help in the spirit of working together that we have talking heads who go on national TV, and when they ask them questions about you, about your candidacy, about your decisions, and then the next thing is they take that as an opportunity to lampoon, to just say things that sort of tacitly undermine.
Let me cut
Yes, sir.
it short. Let me cut it short.
Of course.
Those things don't bother me. Peter Obi is a small person when it comes to the millions of Nigerians that are suffering. And I can tell you, some of those who talk actually have people around them that suffered more than people around me. I have nothing, absolutely nothing to gain in this exercise other than to help to build a better Nigeria. I've said it, and I'm happy those who know me can say it. Getting into politics made me a poorer person. To those who know my business, I've shown it all over the world. And any of you who meets me, I carry myself in my bag. If you meet me anywhere, ask me, Peter, show me a proof who we were before. And the proof is there. I was chairman of a bank in my 30, 40 for my own investment. Not that somebody appointed me. All those banks that said I served, 3 of them, I was a major shareholder by my own investment. One of the agencies here invited me and I told him, I showed him the cash how I bought my house in the UK. I bought my first house in 1987. And I showed him where I live, that I bought it in 1996. And I showed him the check I used to pay for it. And how much it cost them. So, for me, I have nothing to lose. I have nobody to impress. I'm not in this business so I can be able to build a house in Abuja. Bala is a governor today. You can tell you that in front of him, he was told to give me land in Abuja. I said, I'm not looking for land. I don't believe in people owning houses all over the place. I said it without number. The only house Peter Obi owned that is his own is in Onitsha. If anybody sees a house anywhere belonging to Peter Obi, you confiscate it. I live in Onitsha. That's where I am now. And if you come to that Onitsha, for those who have been there, they will see where I live. That is a big house built by my dear wife. But where I live is just a 1-bedroom apartment beside the house. That's where my things are. That's where I live. And I'm comfortable in it. If I finish this thing with you now, I go and make my tea, my night tea, drink and sleep. And I wake up tomorrow, 5 a.m., do my sports, clean my place, and go away. It is people. So when I see people talking in TV, calling you name, calling you this, doing this, I've lived their life. Most of them will never leave. I want us to build a country. I want to I want in the next 20, 30 years, somebody says, I'm a Nigerian. By then, I might not be there. But somebody says, I want my children to say, I'm a Nigerian, and I'm happy to be a Nigerian. I want people to go to Medugri, where I used to go as a bank director, chairman, to have this. I want us to go to board meeting in Jos and go to Hilltop and have a seminar where we go for a treat. We don't go to Jos again. I want to go to Kanu and start visiting my customers. We are visiting their customers in Sharadan 1, Sharadan 2, or Bompai. I want people to go to Kaduna Trade Fair and book it for 2 years and try to get accommodation where there's important. These are things I want to see in Nigeria. When we are going to Benin, not thinking, how am I going to cross to Benin? I used to drive all over this country. People don't do it now. It is impossible. That's what should concern us. Not what people are saying in TV. Those people who are saying what have they done in their life. I have proved that these things can be done and done well. I've said it and I challenge anybody. Show me, even in church, where a thief has seen what he will steal and not take it. Why didn't any other person leave $1? I left $150 million. I didn't say 1 million, $150 million. If that money is there with interest he was yielding, by now he would have yielded something that more people won't believe. One of the banks that gave $50 million was Diamond Bank, where Lexoti used to be. I has wrote about it. Why didn't other people, and I was number 26 or 27 in rank of receiving money. So let me not be arguing with people who have not shown anything and all that. I'm not done. If you call Peter Obidio or call Peter Obidio, it's not my business. If calling me idiot to make Nigeria better, please change my name to Peter Idiot. Let Nigeria be good. What is important? Let's change the country. Let it work. If Peter Obidio is fool, if you're going to change me to become Peter Fool, and it will be all right, I'll change it tomorrow. I go to court and answer Peter Fool. But let the country work. These are things they are using to divide us. I want to see Nigeria work as Nigerians. I work with people from all over this country. None of you have said I've treated him differently because they're another part of the country. Never. I've never done so. I go to the north, I sit down with Almajiri children because they are children of Nigeria. I come to the south, I sit down with children of the poor because they are Nigerians. I go to everywhere, I relate to everybody. I told you when I went to look for an ADC, I asked an IG of this country, I want you to give me a very good ADC. He told me, say, the boy I will give you that is good is a Muslim. You a Christian, you want somebody from your place. And now that I said, AG, I want you to give me a very good person to work with. I didn't come here, ask you that I'm looking for a pastor. He gave me a very sound, good person from Kanu. We work together. Till today, we are brothers. And today, we are brothers. We still talk. If I need anything, I will tell him. If he wants something, he will call me. I met such people in the bank. I met them everywhere. And I still work with them. I still work with them as a family. So when people now come and tell me, oh, Peter, you want this. Oh, Peter, this. These are people who live off the division. I've never spoken. If any of you will ever say, I've spoken to him, and talked about the state or the greatry or tried to show I'm from this place and let me know. It has never happened. Unfortunately, because of who I am, not being experienced in politics of division, politics of sabotage, politics of blackmail, they blackmail you. They talk about anything, they will do this. But go and look at the record of all those people. They have never worked with anybody or done anything without dealing with their own people. But I have proof. And that proof by showing you that as governor, my ADC is from Kano. That proof I can show you that as a banker, people who were around me were Kano, Kaduna, all these places, Kogi, and all that. That I can prove that my wife is from Akwa Ibom. That I can prove, I can go on and on. But people who are doing the other way around are the ones who are giving you excuse.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, go ahead, Sheikh.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. And appreciate the fact. And it's a breath of fresh air to hear these submissions from you. We'll just try to get some people in. I know that's your time, you're pressed for time, but permit us because it's once in a while that we are blessed with this opportunity. And a lot of people here, their year will be made if they have this opportunity. So let's go with guns ablaze. That is Bilok. You go first. I'll just pick the queue. Just 1 minute after you, Bilok, I will bring in Inem, and after Inem, I'll bring in Honorable Prince, and after Honorable Prince, I will bring in Kolade. Let's go in that order.
Thank you very much, host Tudo and Revolutionary. I don't know the rest of the word. And thank you, His Excellency, Mr. Peter Obi, and everyone in the speaker session and the listeners. We already, most of us, majority of us have faith in your capacity to do what only you know how to do. And we know you have a team around you, right? So a lot of the things that you're sharing with us, we already know, we believe in your capacity. My question to you is, I haven't heard any question about insecurity, for instance, because it has worsened over time since the last election. I would like to hear your thoughts on that. And also, what will be your posturing coming into let's say you become a candidate for presidency, because you haven't actually decided if you're one or not. You're coming in as a candidate in 2027. What would be your posturing? Understanding that the people that are currently in the government right now are not, for lack of better words, and not trying to be disrespectful, they're not easy to deal with. So this is my question to you, because we already know what your capacity is and what you are capable of doing. We believe in that. Thank you very much, and I appreciate the opportunity.
Your
Excellency.
Okay, sir.
Your Excellency, so what we want to do is to take the
but please,
the 4 questions back.
Please, I'll be happy if you keep the questions for me, because at times
okay.
Back of the question.
Okay, I understand. So we'll just keep track of them. So that was the first one. We'll take 3 more, and then so that way you can tackle all of them at once.
Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened. If you guys want to continue to listen, no problem.
Then please go ahead after you call again.
Let me know if you want to continue to listen after the question.
Was it Chris you mentioned? Sheikh, please help me. I think you mentioned one more person. But anyway, Inem, go ahead.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much.
It's going to be doing this. Since I came out of speaker session, now the thing would misbehave.
Nigeria's most vulnerable. Could this be another measure that makes life hard for everyday Nigerians? In a truly accountable government, how should taxes function to strengthen the economy? Sir, give us 5 key tenets for us to abide with in view of nation building as obedient and well-meaning Nigerians. I appreciate your continued role as a beacon of hope. Personally, I thank you. Thank you, sir, and God bless you. With perfect health as always. I yield.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, Kolade, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much. And I greet everyone. Thank you, Your Excellency, sir. So, straight to the question. Knowing fully well that you give millions of Nigeria your word, and I can quote dates, June 30th, you said to the whole world that come 2027, you will be on the ballot. And you repeated this multiple times thereafter. Should we still hold on to this word, or we should, discard it?
Great question.
That's my question.
Fantastic. Yeah. Let's know, I beg.
All right, and then we'll take just one more. I believe Chris was the person that he had mentioned. So let's take Chris. Chris, are you there? Chris. All right, Chris is not there. Let's take
No,
Priscilla.
I'm here. I was so far away from my phone, and I wasn't sure it was
All
good,
right.
but I'll take it.
All right, go right ahead.
All right, thanks, mate. Hello, everybody. Hello, His Excellency. Good to have you here again. So, I'll try and be fast. In 2023, right? I, like millions of other Nigerians, I'm sure, we decided to give the presidency a shot through your candidacy, and that was because your resume was, out of this world, right? And for most of us, we will not allow our 80-year-old parents, take the wheels while we sit in the passenger seat, right? That on the side. And a few months ago, you told us that you would only be part of a coalition that is for the people. Given by what you've said so far today, are you telling us, in other words, that the coalition is now not truly for people, or are you, like most Nigerians?
Come again. Say that truly. Come again.
Yeah. So this is my question. From all you said today, a few months ago you told us that you would only be part of a coalition if that coalition is truly for the people. That was what you said, in other words. So my question is, going by what you said so far today, are you, in other words, telling us that the coalition as it is in its current setup, are you saying, in other words, that the coalition is now for the people, or like me, and I'm sure like numerous other Nigerians, are you concerned that we still have people in this coalition who are for their own interest and their interest alone? Because, sir, I know you are busy with other things. You might not spend the amount of time that we spend here on this TL, the amount or the barrage of, I'm trying to look for the best of trying to be modest here. Maybe I could dare say insults. I know you don't care what people call you. You don't care if people call you names. And people who know me here know I don't miss words. Someone like Amechi was space throwing shots at you, sir. And we were here on this space, on this street, cleaning up, mopping up. Sir, are you like me concerned that the coalition, right, could still be made up of people who are for their own interest alone and not for the Nigerian people? In other words, are we walking into a trap? Sir, that is my question.
Great question. Yes.
All right. Thank you very much.
Soft,
I think that last. So let's just rehash all the questions, Your Excellency. I think that last question ties to the first one.
Yes.
Integrity. Your integrity, we all know. and then those that you're working with in the coalition, the insecurity in the country.
Let me go back again. Since it's
okay,
two of them time.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Let me say it again. I will only be part.
Oh, so okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I think we're having a little. Go ahead. We can hear you.
Part of a coalition or a government that will serve the people and change the narrative of Nigeria. And I pray for it because I'm not God. God do not allow me to be part of those who want power for the sake of power or for their own interests. When I started in Anambra State, Victor May is a witness to this. And I said to people, if I'm here for myself, or I do anything wrong, or I take Anambra State money I'm not entitled to, that God should punish me. People say, oh, what is this talking? Leave it. When he goes now, you see everything I stole. When I said to people, any day you see me take Anambra State land, they say, oh, guy, you're just 3 months. That's what people say in 3 months. When you go now, everybody will see all the land allocated to you. I started and completed 3 estates. One was in vogue when I came. There's an estate that was started before I came in called Ngozika. They have Ngozika phase 2. I think they have phase 3 now or what. And so many other estates. Go ask developers. Is there anything, any land that P2B has in them? My commissioner for land is a senior advocate of Nigeria today. He gave me a beautiful piece of land, which was 2,400 square meters. Within the first 1 year, let me call 1 year because I think it's within 6 months, of being governor, my head of service, Ngozi Melifong, I'm calling name, brought a civil servant who was retired as a director and said he wants me to greet her and say thank you to her. Now this is the best civil servant ever produced by this state. And she's retiring today. It was a coincidence. The commissioner had just come to me in the morning, showed me this land. By afternoon, head of service brought this woman to tell me this story. When the woman walked in, I greeted her. I said, Madam, you're retiring. Thank you for your great work. Thank you for the appreciation. Where are you going to go now? He said she's going to go to her village. I said, you don't have a house in Oka. You don't have land in Oka. He said, where is I going to get this? I called the commissioner. He came. I said, Commissioner, see the woman that is entitled to land. Please, can you take down my land and give this woman? So we can build the country. This woman has worked for 35 years. He doesn't have land. And you're giving somebody who is less than 1 year. I can call names of everybody involved. The commissioner is there. He might even be listening to me. That's how that land was divided into 2. One given to her, one given to another civil servant. So it's not something you go back to. My brother and sisters, I want us to build a country. Leave the abuse. If you see anybody who abused Peter, if they show you hatred, show them love. Let's have unity in this country. If they call you bad name, call them good name. It is not going to kill you. I meet people who insult me every day. Just tell them you're sorry. Don't abuse them back. Yes, you don't get anything from abusing them back. That's the life they know. Show them that you know another type of life. Don't abuse them back. Don't do anything to them. That's all I can tell you. There's a man, there's somebody who works for Lagos state government, for Fashion Arts government. She might be listening to what I'm saying now, or can use it as an example. She works with a law firm. We're coming back on British Airways years back. I'm a serving governor. The entire toilet was messed up. She opened that toilet to use it. It was messed up. She walked away. I went in there and she came back. The entire place was cleaned. She didn't even tell me. But he told a minister and told somebody else where she works in office. Said, I can't believe this. The people called me and said, I cleaned it because maybe I'll be the next person that will go back there to use it. When you see things that are wrong, clean it. People have come to my house, see me every day. I don't live without help. Everybody knows. I clean my house. It doesn't cost you anything. Let us stop all this fake life that is ruining the country. Where people think, if somebody says you're an idiot, he has broken your head. I've told you my life and everything, and I'm open to it. There's nothing that you cannot do. You know, it is important. Let us live a life where we care for each other. Don't look at what people call you. Don't fake yourself. Don't pretend. What I'm doing today is not pretense. I said it before. Before I became governor, go and ask them in the...
I'm waiting for him to answer my question. No. Is it me? Don't even know. Let me refresh.
In Sri Lanka, in Cambodia, in different places. He saw me arrive in Haiti with my son, coming to help them. We lived in the camp with everybody. Nigerian police people who were there then saw me in the same camp. And I was a serving governor. And the camp was an open place where everybody was sleeping in ball. So these things are not things you fake. They are not things you change. I see some people who now change, they carry their bag and do it. They can't do it consistent because it's not their life.
Exactly, Obi. He has not even answered my own question.
I was 50 when I was governor. At the end of my governorship, people came and everything. And I've proved this over and over and over again. So it's not a question of ABCD. Peter didn't do this or Peter did this. No. I'm not trying to learn any today. I'm saying, I've talked to you about my university days. I can tell you about my secondary school days in CKC. I can tell you anything. I told you my joy today. I want to celebrate someone who has built a farm that is celebrated. I want to honor a family of a man who died doing this. I want a traditional who is 100 years, who has top value.
Is he intentionally avoiding the question? I'm beginning to suspect that he's intentionally not responding to the questions, maybe because he can't really answer. Position don't enter one chance for Nigeria. Can't even say it.
They
I'm
was
beginning to
going
suspect that
fast
that's
in
probably
terms of
what's
this.
happening. Eh?
I would have gone to where
Esther, compliments of the
eating choice
season. Thank you, my
fish,
sister.
drinking choice wine, and
Thank you.
everything,
I appreciate.
which I have the opportunity. But I didn't go there. I don't call anybody name. You see people who said Peter is non-entity. Peter is a non-starter. Peter is not qualified to be president. Peter is deceiving people. Okay. Don't call their name. That's not what where we are. Just pray for them. Pray for the society.
That's the only explanation I have.
All right. Thank you so very much, Your Excellency.
Probably doesn't want to
We
answer.
appreciate you, and we're also mindful as we do this of your time.
Somebody talks about that issue. Let me say it again.
I was going to bring that to your attention. So the last two, sir, real quick. The taxes and you pledging.
Follow me. No Nigerian have talked about tax the way I've talked about it. Go and read my tweet from 2023 to today. Tax is a function of productivity. The more productive
Hey, Madam Moriaku, thank you so much. Oh, Merry Christmas in arrears, man. Thank you. I really appreciate. Thank you for your ever consistent support. I don't take it for granted. Thank you, man.
Corporation tax, in terms of individual tax, supported savings, you generate tax. It's a simple thing. You cannot tax poverty. You worsen it. You have people who are over 130 million people living in poverty. You have 80 million young people looking for a job. They cannot pay you tax. Tax is like a bank account. You have to put something before you do withdrawal. Those people must first create opportunity for them.
I agree with you, Kola.
You must support them.
It hasn't given me much.
Then you can tax them.
I'm beginning to suspect that it's intentional. He's not answering the questions for reasons best known to him. That's the only thing I can. That's the only explanation I can give on this.
Somebody talking about issue of being in ballot. Let me say it again. P2B will be in ballot in 2027. But remember what I said. I need your support. I need your prayers. I'm not going to be there by you quarreling with people. I'm not going to be there by you calling people names. If you know any day I did space, anywhere you see me doing interview and calling people name, please correct me. I'm ready to take it and correct it back. I've never called anybody name. I've never given an example that is false. As people around me, when you write, when you call this and I say, are you sure?
Oh boy. My people, I don't know. I know if you can see. Okay, good.
Let's evaluate who we are, what we've done in our life, private, public.
It looks like maybe he doesn't want to say anything because of the way APC is. That's the only thing they think be that.
Locally and internationally, I've never defaulted.
Because the questions when they ask, they answer directly. They intentionally they avoid them.
From bank credit.
That's what it looks
like. At the time I was trading, I was one of the highest.
Exactly, caller. This is what I expected, but maybe he doesn't want to say it because of the way APC is right now.
I
you
was a
know,
creditor. I can
maybe
show you
that's what I'm
how much
suspecting. He can't
credit
come out
banks in
boldly.
the UK were giving me, suppliers
It's
were
fine.
giving me. I can call all those
Time will
companies
tell. Should be with
from
they go they look
Heinz
now.
to Switzerland, Big Champ, to everyone. None of them have I defaulted in their credits. No individual will ever say I'm taking his money.
Yeah, exactly. Obi, he says he's going to
But we agreed in
ADC.
something,
That's what he said.
and
He
I
said they
came
are
back
still
the next
talking,
day and
and
changed
that
it.
we should, you know,
Without
that's what he's
agreement,
alluding
without
to.
anything.
But it's not
People are supposed to
concretized,
yesterday
you know.
and promise something.
Because
If I
I
can't
met
do
that
it,
his team in
I plead
LP.
with
So
them.
with time we go see.
If I
Maybe they
take
don't
money
want to
for
play out all
somebody,
their cards.
if I cannot, I tell the person,
You understand? So anybody when if you say they talk over and
kindness, and
Peter Obi, he don't already
Listen, I
talk
said
all
I'll
these
bring
things.
on
If you
Monday,
want
please,
hear
I'll
Peter
bring
Obi,
it on
go and
Tuesday.
listen to all the same thing. Now they talk so.
Nobody will
So
ever
no,
say
na
Peter
not
Obi have
verse say
taken
they
his
talk
thing.
over the video.
I did not bring it back.
He's,
Nobody have said Peter Obi has stolen his thing.
He's intentionally, yes, he's intentionally not
dream.
responding. I think I sense that.
I don't live a complicated life.
After this, I'm
Anything
gonna
I tell you
end. I'm
is what
gonna
it
wrap
is.
it. I'm gonna end the show, and then I'll come back so that we can talk.
I
So I
might
really
have
want
made
to
that
address
mistake
that
somewhere,
Pedro Obaseki
but
that
I'm
was
not a
beaten
human
up,
being.
humiliated in Benin. Very, very, very terrible.
Consistent.
Very terrible.
Much
Should
as
not
I
be
can.
condoned.
Everybody knows who I am. I'm married. I have 2 kids. I don't have any other one. And I can face it. And I live my life. I can tell you the cost of my living on a daily basis. But I can tell you schools where I will go in the next month. I can tell you where I visited. Traveled past all the bad roads, including today. Somebody said to me, we cannot pass through this road. I said, why? He said it's bad. I said, that's the way I want to pass through it. So I'll see how bad it is.
All right. Your Excellency, quick follow-up, and let's just give something for the headlines tomorrow morning. You are going to be on the ballot come 2027. Is it safe to assume as the presidential candidate?
My dear, I don't know why people talk this thing. Let me ask you a question. Do you know me in 2018 or 19? I ask you a question. Do you know me in 2018 or 19?
No. I have heard about you, but not to the extent that I do now.
Okay, let me ask you a question. So I'm flying to all over the world to learn how they govern in order to be vice. You know, when people do this thing, I'm not to God. I'm going all over the world. I said, Ibrahim followed me with Dr. Moore to Indonesia, and I spent 1 week or 10 days, even going outside Jakarta to go and see the
Exactly, Tracy. There's something fishy. Caller, I'm right there with you. I'm not feeling very. He's repeating the same thing we've heard before, and it seems he's intentionally avoiding questions. Some questions.
Let us not.
Do you understand?
I'm not
because
God.
PO has never said every
in
time he's on
2027.
spaces, he never talks about time. Like, I need to. He's intentionally not wanting to give out too much. This is what I am thinking. That's why he's staying with the same script of talking about what he can do, what he's been doing, where he's been. That's what he's doing.
You will not believe it.
That's what I'm suspecting. There's more to this.
You know how many times I want to travel out of this country and I'm not allowed to travel.
Wow. Okay.
So please, let us go without the same Nigerian easiness. Nigerians don't want to work. They just assume
that's true.
is contesting for the office of
exactly. Yeah, that's a cue. That's a cue you just
God
dropped. Anyway, will they look? I won't be saying now who carry fire for head I go support to whoever that will be. If na Peter will be better, even better.
So in
But it
the most
cannot be
decent
Atiku.
manner.
It can
And
never
I
be
said
Atiku.
yesterday,
Never.
I say it tomorrow. I am most qualified. And I'm committed to it. And I tell anybody I will change this country.
Bright Tech, tell us why now. Tell us why you don't think is
I
that.
studied it.
You
I followed it.
just tell us why. Explain. Give your reasons.
And you will see it in days to come.
Exactly, Kola. They will.
That's how I work.
Bright Tech, tell us why you think so.
I have the capacity.
Oh yeah, now
I have
write
the
it.
competence.
Write it for us. Let's hear
The
you.
compassion and commitment.
We are here
to do the right thing. And I've done it somewhere. Anybody can. So it's not for me to get up every morning when people say, oh, he did not build school. Oh, he did not.
Tracy Nagbado, you know okay.
In fact, he was not. He was
hey, tell
useless.
us why
He did
now.
not.
We want to know.
He didn't build school. He didn't build hospital. He didn't build this. My brother, I live in Onitsha. In the state where I governed, I don't have a house outside the state that I governed. And I go out in the street.
The same thing
and
is
select anybody. Come and see me go out in the street here. And see women selling bread. Saying, Oga Peter, take bread free. You're a good man. See Baba, come to my house. Baba my eyes. Say, Oga, you won't pay. Oh. How can you pay? You're working for us. It's me who will be begging. No, take your money. I want you to do this. People are giving you things. Everywhere. I went to supermarket 3 days ago. You must have seen it in social media. 3 people offered to pay for my reason. We were arguing. 3 people. This said, no, I will pay. This one, I said, please, I'm going to pay. They said, okay, if we don't pay here, it shows you don't like us. And I'm no longer in office, so over 10 years after leaving office, people buy me the sale. People say, come and take the sale. I go to filling station and say, we don't have anything in our generator. With this, somebody say, no, Peter. Anytime you want to say, come here and take it free. I can go on and on. I can go on and on. I've gone to the airport to do this flight. My flight is gone. And they say, oh, it will cost this more. Somebody said, I bought the ticket. Please go. On and on. People say, oh, hey, Peter, how can you be traveling this class to London? Let me upgrade you. I'm going to pay. I say, oh, God, I beg. This plane will land. All of us will come. Let's just go. Go to your school. Do this, do this, do this, do this, and everything. Use it to do this in your place. Please. Just go to a school in your place. Use this difference to pay for this. You've done it for me. So when nobody come, when you start talking the other one, you're asking me, it's something I told you. Nigerians have learned that arrogancy, bad behavior, has become a measure of success. So if I come out and said, oh, if it was me that, if it's me who had this vote in 2003, I'll scatter the place. Abba, why would you scatter it? Because somebody did something wrong. No. Oh, if I was this thing, oh, I had the capacity to kill everybody in the country. Oh, I have this. No, that's not what we are looking for. We are looking for the competence to listen to that young person who is crying. Study is need.
So Bright Tech, so who do you think is now the best person
the people
now?
have studied all over the world.
Since you don't believe in
met
Peter
all over
Obi.
the world. Whenever I do, I got people who have traveled with me.
Oh yeah, so tell us.
Me go to places.
Tell me who you think the best person is to rule us.
And listen to what
I'm open to this conversation. Tell us.
Tanko traveled with me to Rwanda.
knowing that we don't have any saints in Nigeria. Oh yeah, tell us now, please.
He saw me
I
meet
beg,
people
I
in
want to
Rwanda.
hear.
He's on this space. He saw me meet president in Rwanda. He saw me make this. I didn't go there quarreling. I went there to learn.
Okay,
Everywhere
so
I've been,
did you support
when I
Tinubu in the
went to
last
Egypt, they
election?
started
Who did you
calling me
support in
name.
the last election?
Later, they sent people to
Please
Egypt. I wasn't
let us
sending
know.
anybody. I go there and took copious notes. Why did this country do this? Why did this country do this? Why was this happening? That's what makes
Exactly. You understand? Not be yeah.
all
That's
these things I'm
exactly
learning.
right. Please help
One thing I
us.
can
Let
tell
me know. I
you
want to know your
is that
thoughts.
unless as a country we have what is called unity, love of each other, and work hard for a better Nigeria for everybody, we will all be consumed in our hatred, in our arrogance, in our rascality, in bad behavior. We are normalizing the wrong things. We must stop it. I wish people.
Your Excellency, I must actually thank you for being here with us this time. But if it's something, this is Christmas, like I said, and so many people, this would be like their Christmas gift to just say a thing in the space where His Excellency is. If you still have a little more time, we could just take people like blanket up to 10 persons, and then they make it really short, and you just, chip in what you have to chip in, and then we begin to round up for the night. I don't know if it's something that is possible, sir.
Because people are where nobody can still travel. Me, I still have to drive for this night for another, how long are you? For another 1 hour.
Wow.
Somewhere. Okay, no, gone.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So if you come up on the speaker session, please just 30 seconds is enough. Just say what you have to say so that we would begin to round up for the night. It's been a really wonderful time with His Excellency up there. So I'm just going to start with Ogaranya, and after Ogaranya, Ijoma. After Ijoma, Abola. Then we take Dr. Ken Pella. Please, let's just make it really, really short. Thank you. Ogaranya, if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you. Good evening, Your Excellency. Good evening to everyone. Thank you for your time. I'm joining from Anambra State, your home state. I'm glad you're in Onitsha. Well, Your Excellency, we see all you've been doing, and I want to go quickly back to what happened in the last election in Anambra State. You supported George Moralu, whom we all worked towards his election. You also supported the ADC candidate in the by-election for Onitsha. However, we all know the outcome of those elections and the performance of both parties in those elections. Now, it's obvious now you're in ADC. You've confirmed that. So we want to ask, Your Excellency, this is your home state. How do you intend to improve the electoral fortunes of
When I'm on the ballot, different things. Just wait and see me do the campaigns where campaigns are done. All those campaigns were not done the way I do campaigns.
Okay, thank you, Excellency.
If you live in Anambra State and know me, if you have followed me for campaign, you wouldn't even ask that question.
Your Excellency, I've been with you since your first election.
Yes, then what you should have known me. I do things with thorough. If you were with me in the first election, I was the first candidate in this state to visit.
So, Bright,
every
who did
single
you
community
support in the last
where
election
it is
now?
not
I'm waiting
them.
for your response.
And as governor,
Everything you
I
said, I
visited
agree with you.
every
I'm
single
open to
community
regionalism. I
at
also
least
think that
3
regionalism is the way
times.
forward for us. We can't
Remember, my
continue
wife
like
visits
this.
every single
I even
community
say, let's
every
divide
year.
the country. I had a
And I
poll up
slept
earlier.
to the 21
Let's
local
divide the
government.
country north and
Have you ever
south.
had the governor sleeping in their local government? I went to every local
So,
government. In Aya
yeah,
and
so, but
Elum
who did you
is
support in the
Akwade's local
last
government.
election?
I went there and slept. I
Okay,
slept in
now,
somebody's
so
house.
you know the reason why I asked
Every
you that
local government.
question? I
In Aya
asked
and
you,
Elum, I
first
slept
of
in
all,
Paul Odenibo's house.
I appreciate the fact
In
that you
Obalu, I'm
responded
telling
and
you,
you
the Father's
gave,
government.
you
I
understand?
slept in,
He's not the
let
best.
me remember the name.
If you're
The man I slept
saying
in
your
his house in
follow-up
Obalu. I go
response
to people's house and sleep.
shows all I need,
Which
tells me
governor
all I
did
need
it?
to know
When
about
it
you.
concern, when I want to do my
You
own thing,
cannot in clear
I don't
conscience come
campaign.
out and say
When I
Tinubu
support
is the
somebody,
best.
I support the person and the
You
person
cannot in
wish.
clear
When
conscience
it's
do
me,
that. That means you're
I do
still
it the
in
way I
you're still
think
in
it has to be
delusion.
done
That's what it
and done
means.
well.
If at
So
this
you must
stage you
differentiate
are
the two
saying
of
he's the
them.
best, so
It's like
which
I
country is he
support
kept
people's
together? Is
business,
the country
but I
together
can tell
now?
you today, I'm a trader. I trade very well and I make
Anyway, let me
profit
let you people
because
listen
I
to
do it the way
this.
it's supposed to be done. That's how I work. It's two different things. Even Victor Man will tell you that. So you can ask Victor Man what is happening. He will tell you. So it is important. What I'm doing now is that we are rethinking and redefining Nigeria. That should be our top priority. If these things, what we are doing is let's rethink, let's unify Nigeria and make it work. It's about Nigeria. And you know what I always say? Let us forget yesterday. Leave how I'm going to improve fortunes. Allow, you see, we're going to questions about what should be. You've seen me, I'm not a lazy man. I've never worked in a lazy environment. Everything I've done when I was governor, do you know what it means for a governor to visit 500 and something secondary schools and over nearly 1,000 primary schools physically? Did you ever hear say I sent somebody to any secondary school? I visited them. And the sitting governor who has done that. Is it for somebody to start saying what he did? I visited them physically. The young girls and boys saw me there. If you meet them today, say, you came to our school when I was there. You came to our school when I was there. So when I do my own things, I do it on my own terms. When I ran the last campaign, I was everywhere. If you go to a place like Edo, I was in Uromi. I was in there. With them. Then everywhere I did not go. I went to Southern Boronu. I went to Southern Gombe. Nobody have ever gone to campaign in all these places. I was in everywhere. People have never dared go before to campaign. IDP camps, everything. So when you want to do, you compare me with me. Don't start telling me, oh, you, do you know how many people are supported for business who ate their capital? There's so many people have supported for business. They failed within 1 year. Even giving them the money to support their business, if they go and take their capital and follow woman, will I go and say they've done this thing? They get their capital. So many people have supported for business failed. But that doesn't mean you will not say, oh, Peter, because of it, you failed. I didn't fail. I've given people money to go and do business. They marry second or third wife. Even have children outside their homes. When we're supporting them, I've not done that type of life. Will I go, am I this thing? I'm not the manager of other people's fortune. And I'm not the God who created them, who said their own. Just like I told you here now, I cannot say God will. I supported and I still will do it tomorrow, ADC candidates. Today, I advise somebody like Dr. Mo, do this. And the young man is doing a lot of hard work. And I wish there is one work whoever I support, and this is the and everything. No, and okay, like the ADC person you talked, I didn't support that ADC woman. I only came to her place a day before the election. A day, one single day before the election. I met her on Friday. Election was on, or Thursday. Election was the next day. I wouldn't know who they've gone to see, what they've done, what they didn't do. And people say, oh, Peter Obi campaigned everywhere for her, and all that. And George, for example, went to 3 places. And I always tell people, I support George, I believe in him, but I am not George. It's George who is running that campaign. It's George that you have to hold responsible. It is not me. I did not go to more than 5 campaigns or 5 places with George. So when people say, they say, oh, this is this, this is this. No. I supported presidential candidates who did not go around the whole states of Nigeria. Presidential candidate, but as presidential candidate, me as presidential candidate, went to state where I visited. In a particular state, I went to 7 places. In a particular state, 7 places, 7. That's how I want to run my own campaign. So when you now go and say, oh, how you're going to increase the fortunes of this place, leave it. Different thing. What we are saying is, how do we rethink Nigeria? How do we reposition Nigeria? It has nothing to do with, if we do this, and Tanko decides he can do it better, and we can trust Tanko, let's vote Tanko. Peter is not desperate to be president of Nigeria. I'm desperate to see Nigeria work. But I keep saying, of all those that I know today, I am qualified. I put it into context. I say it without anything. What we are looking for is those that will manage our resources, those that will save our money and use it for good. And I've proven it in private, in public, in corporations, everywhere. Don't think I started saving money. I was chairman of a bank. The bank wrote to me a letter. We are going to buy you this social and social vehicle. As chairman, I said, no. I want to be your chairman. Go ask whether they bought me tire. Tire. My first
Guys, sorry, I
as
need to
governor,
quickly
my first
put this
4
on
years
the charger.
as governor
I'll
of
turn the screen
Did I
back
ask
up
anybody
again. Just bear with me.
Did you see me buy Jeep? No.
20 seconds. If not, I think
Sorry, guys.
the host should just wrap up the space because His Excellency really needs out right now.
It kind of shut
Abdullahi.
down when I was trying to.
Yeah, good evening, Your
So
Excellency. My input is simple and short. Views that or news that fly on board the last election, I think who were being asked to either to their various states. I need to
Kola,
be
less than 4 years.
one.
Obi will change Nigeria less than 4 years.
I know you are
Less.
not desperate, but
Less.
your followers are deliberate.
Exactly.
And we expect
Bam.
our leader to also be deliberate.
Bam.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, exactly.
I like you. My brother, I like your statement. I'm deliberate.
Yes.
I'm not desperate. The expression is different language. That's why I work hard. I've said it for my follow my people were asked to go to their state. They even said I gave some people ID card. I'm trying to that one.
Correct.
Olayinka. You go dey mention GEG.
All my
GEJ.
commissioners of police
May I
were
just
from
leave
the
you
north.
today. There's no need.
I never had a police
Una they make
commissioner.
me laugh. You are bright. You are bright. They make me laugh. God, I beg.
When I started,
I know again. This
I
is
had a
it's
police
not the
commissioner
time.
from Imo
Look, we
State.
wait till 2027 go
Apart
present.
from
It's
that,
not be time to dey shout
when he
be
left,
this.
one me tell you that for my 8 years in office, all my commissioners of police were from
And
the
you say,
north.
Olayinka, you say that you can say don't trust politicians because you've been
Always
dealing
first
with
of them.
corrupt
Everybody who
politicians.
came to
That's
be my
all you've ever
commissioner
known.
ended
So
up
when you
being
see through one,
minimum
you don't
IG.
recognize him. So
Sorry,
I'm not in the same camp.
yeah,
I'm not in the same thought process
AIG,
as
and they
you.
were from the
It's not even
north.
about trust.
Two
It's
came
about who
from
can
Kano,
deliver.
one was
Trust
from
is a long
Taraba,
stretch.
the
The
other one was
Tinubu
from
that
Adamawa,
Bright trusted, how
the other
far?
one
How far? How is the country now?
Lema became
I beg,
DIG.
Mona leave me, Jerry. I no
Taraba,
get energy today.
Let John became this DIG. The one from Kano became DIG. None of them were from
We
South.
no get, no need,
My
we
own
no fit do
DP,
try and
I
error
told you at the
again.
beginning,
We are
it's
either
from
going
Kano.
in or we are not.
So how
It's
can
that
they be
simple.
there and I'm asking their people to go? Who will ask them that message? The commander of military, when I was there, asked him, is General Enenche, who you see now, was in charge of the army when I started here. I was the first person to ask police to come. I will give you money direct. I reviewed the police station, police headquarters in Anambra State. The money, gave army money, build the army barracks, start the road inside there. You can go out. All these people came from the north. So where can everything one person who was asked to leave? You know, I told you that because I was naive, those who were master riggers, those who were master who live on a different seat, unity, those who were master tribalists, those who were master religious deacons, because they know the criminality better than me, first labeled me, because they know it better than me. So the first labeled me that is a religious deacon, is this and everything. I've been living now for 4 years. It is very to go and attest who is a tribalist, who is a religious deacon, who is a rigger, who is a criminal. You've not known me. You've not searched me. They've not put all sorts of everything around me to know who I am and everything. They've not sent their people to walk around me. All sorts of things they want to label. They're not seeing anything.
Una here? They are monitoring the guy to see what.
Thank you very much for this clarity, Your Excellency. We hope to see you at the ballot.
I've never seen or known anybody in the past 2 years. In the past 1 year, I've recommended 2 people to a position that I consider very serious. Both of them were from the north. Because I know what the problem of the north. I've always said it. The problem of the north requires a surgical support to fighting poverty. I know the problem of Nigeria. We will solve it together. I'm not going to do it alone. Every other presidential candidate is qualified by the law, by everything. I, Peter, have put in a lot of effort. I know that I've moved around, whether it's in Kwara, whether it's in anything, and there's a lot we can do to build a better Nigeria. And I wish every one and each of you the blessings of God to have opportunity of being part of this better Nigeria we're talking about every single day. Let us work as
Caller,
a family.
same here. That's what I
Let us
expect. I
live
need the change of
and show that
attitude. I need the
together
posturing
we
to
can
change.
this place.
That's what I want to see.
Not that it suits this
Everything
person,
that he's saying, I
doesn't suit
believe in
this
his
person.
capacity. I have no doubt.
Thank you. And I wish you a very, very good night.
Thank
God
you very
bless.
much.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Thank you for your time. We really, really appreciate it. We appreciate the clarity that you brought to a lot of topics tonight. And on this note, thank you everybody who has been here with us all through. Thank you for your time.
All right. Well, guys, you have it. Olayinka, it's not every day somebody will be shouting. I don't know whether is this the first time you're experiencing my lives? I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Someone like Alex Oti, absolutely. Look at what he's doing in Abia State. If Alex Oti come out and he has more pizzazz than Peter Obi and is ready to go for broke, now Alex Oti I go support. I'm sorry. Now the person wey get the posturing, that is why because Peter Obi is the only candidate right now vying for presidency that has the capacity to deliver. Every other person is a joke. They are either thieves, drug dealers, kidnappers, terrorists. You understand? So why should I waste my time with that? You understand what I'm saying? So for me, it's about the posturing. That's all I care about right now. Everything that he's saying, we've heard it over and over and over and over again. I want to see something different. Perhaps he's not saying anything because it's not 2026 yet and campaign has not started. So there's a limitation to what he can say. And knowing the type of politics that they are playing in Nigeria right now, you heard what he said. He can't even travel. You heard that. He cannot travel, So what is clear is that he's going to be on the ballot, but on which party he's going to be running from, it's not very clear to me yet. Some people are saying ADC, I don't know. It might just be, you understand. So with time we will know. My own question, he did not even answer safe. That's okay. I'm sure that there's some things that he cannot say because APC, I'm sure, camped in the comment section and listener session waiting for something that they can run narrative with, and they cannot because they are failing on all rounds. See their candidate, their balabru. The man is shitting all over the place, pooping all over the place. He has gone to meet his puppet master in France to go and talk. We are here. So 2026 is going to unfold a lot of things. We're going to see a lot of things. So I think I had high expectations for this space because I was expecting for him to come in with fresh energy and go for broke type of energy. That's what I was expecting. Perhaps maybe I'm naive to that extent, so maybe he cannot play his hands right now. So hey, it is what it is. But let's not make mistake. Now Peter will still better pass all the ones when we get. You'll be going to Nigeria for 2026 election and you're voting and you fully be on ground to campaign. Oh, wow. Olayinka, that's impressive. Oh. Honestly, I look forward to doing same too. I just hope he has his legs in a new party. Exactly. That's my hope. Secret wish. Kenny. But we will not know, right? We won't really know until everything. We not go really know. You understand? So Mona, let me know. Do you guys want to listen to the after party? I'm going to shut this down and restart. But they're having an after party conversation. Do you guys want to listen to that? Or, I can't, maybe I'll come out later so we can talk about the Pedro Obaseki treatment. Terrible treatment that was given to him. Very, very, I condemn it wholeheartedly. That is wrong in every shade, in every color. I hope that they do something to the people that did that to this man, a respected man like that. You want to listen to it? Okay, so let me shut this down because this life has gone on for a long time. I just want this to be solely Peter Obi's own. So I'm going to shut it down and then I'm going to can you go and do your facial in peace? Go and do billionaire stuff in peace. Why are you announcing? This is part of what we are talking about. See you bragging. When some of us cannot afford facials. I beg you, rest. Rest. We know who your mama be. Rest. Not call the rubber for our face. You want go do facial, eh? As we not come see money to do facial, now may we dey cry? I don't understand though. Yeah, Pedro Obaseki. It's all over Twitter. The way they rough handled the man. What did he say? He did not say anything. It's true. There's no Edo people without the palace. There's no Bini people without the palace. There was nothing wrong in that. Look at how they stripped him they almost stripped that man naked and dragged him disrespectfully. A man of that caliber. Ha! I don't know. God, I beg. Oh. I reject that kind of treatment for any human being. They treat the man like saying a jungle the day. I don't understand. It's terrible. Shame on everyone that participated and shame on anyone that is actually encouraging that behavior. It is wrong. No, ex-governor Obaseki's cousin, ex-governor Obaseki. So let me end this live and bring up the after party, okay? So let me shut this down. I'll see you guys shortly.